Here we go. Just get those wonderful toys.
Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Action figure!
You can do it, Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Hi.
Yeah, well, bring us in, Vinnie. I put you on the spot. God damn it.
I know. It's like you knew my head was down and I was sketching. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Collectable Past. We got a toy show going on tonight. Apparently, I'm hosting first. I'm the main host here. Thank you, everyone who is out there watching on my channel, on Tommy's channel, over on my X. We also have, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective is in the house. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing well. Say hi to all the people already popping in chat. Chaos Oy, Superfan, Adam Shawhan, and of course, Cotton Ministries. What's going on, everybody? Hope that you're doing well. Gap After Dark just popped in. Guys, remember to go ahead and share the links out there. Let everybody know that we're going because YouTube and the games, man. It's always the games, always playing it because somebody's hurt. They got the Fifis hurt. But we're here with a great host of panelists. We got our co-host here. We also got the Wiener Dog Man himself, the Adam Shawhan.
Yeah, man, we're here and ready to show off some wonderful points tonight. I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So yeah, I can't wait. I've got fun to share, but you have to wait. You too.
Waiting is half the battle, isn't it? And of course, we got our other co-host. We got Trina from Real Horror.
Hello. Yeah, it's great to be here. Looking forward to the stream as usual, and hello to everybody out there watching us.
Always a pleasure to have you on with us, Trina. It just isn't the same without you. Unfortunately, our other co-host Slasher is unable to make it tonight. But stepping up to the plate again, we got our good buddy Shifty. What's going on, Shifty?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me again.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure. You know your shit, man. And that's one thing that we do love here on the toy show is we love people to know what they're talking about. I mean, any Yahoo can get up here and just say, hey, this is a great piece of plastic. I like it doesn't have big seams, but we actually enjoy most of these franchises and we know what the hell we're talking about for the most part.
What's going on, taking a shot at Todd McFarlane.
There's no way, Vinnie. There's no way, because as we all know, Tord rules.
Tord McFarlane.
May the Tord be with you.
Right. With you. Always.
But yeah, we're getting ready to have another good one. As I always say, share those links. Let everybody know. It's always the game. Always the game. And I see Gap's already sharing some links out there. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much, man. It is so helpful when you guys do that shit. I know what it's like, the freaking life of a mod, and goddamn, it's most of the time it's thankless, and it can be a bit monotonous. So, really do appreciate it. So, Vinnie, since we let you start off with the lead-in, you want to go first, buddy?
I actually do. There's I want to say a big thank you to. It's a shame Slasher's not on tonight because I just received a pretty cool gift from him. Also in the mailbox was something from Adam, and things I was not expecting. So, but also really awesome of you guys to do. Like I wasn't asking for anything, but here it is.
Check the mail. I got this pretty cool gift from my friend Slasher. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We got Terry Funk, Nikolai Volkov, Chapter Lou Albano. And we got pretty cool Hot Wheels as well. This one's from Batman and Robin, this Batmobile. And this looks so familiar. I'm assuming these are these mini comic books. I remember having something like this as a kid, but I don't remember what the hell it came with. But yeah, very cool. Thank you so much, Slasher McSplitter. Big shout out to him. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, maybe we got a new mascot for the channel, Captain Lou. And this was a pretty cool surprise as well. This is from my friend Adam Shawhan. Thank you so much, buddy. Dude, pretty cool, man. I wasn't expecting all this stuff today. Very, very awesome. Yeah, Lex in his power suit. The gold label. The head sculpt's really nice on this guy, too. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a review on this guy. I know Adam loved this one. But yeah, man, thanks for hooking me up with that as well. Cool stuff. I just checked the mail.
So thank you, homies. Like, again, I was not expecting any of this stuff, so.
It's a badass figure, man. I mean, as silly as it is, and like the way I've got the office, it's hilarious. But I mean, it's gone beyond what I did earlier. Like, it's insane. Y'all, like, I teased you just a little. I gave you a sample, a paw, if you will. That was it. But no, dude, it's a thank you for all. Again, it's Tommy with the massive hookup, and thank God it's. Mixed. It's just beautiful. So I threw it over here and everything else and Slasher, I wish he was here as well, but can't wait to hopefully Saturday then,
Yeah.
But yeah,
stuff going on.
Like I said, I got a little bit of something for you guys, especially because we've been doing this for a while. We've known each other forever. And, you just happened to be first on the list since I wasn't able to get the Winter Soldier quite yet. I had to put it off till next month, but it still is the thank you. I told you that it was coming. You just didn't know what it was, but it's a damn nice figure, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
So it's like, it was one of those when I'm getting when you're getting a figure for the price I'm getting it at, and then you've got these lovely friends that are real friends that you want to send nice things to brighten their days too. Don't worry, Trina, you're coming up too. You have to spin the wheel and see who it is that gets it that month. But no, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't. Oh, you already know. See, Vinnie knows, but he's not going to tell. Ha 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 ha.
We should get a wheel. We should get some kind of wheel on here so we can spin it and see who's next on the list to get a goodie bag.
Right.
I could see nothing but bad things happen. It'd be like spin the bottle, and I really don't think none of us are going to survive that. What's going on, Curtis? My man Curtis is hanging out in the chat. Gap. It's a good possibility we might mention it. Coming into the green room, there were some talks about that. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good possibility. Soul's Ass, and also it's amazing we had figures of shirtless buff dudes as kids and never questioned our sexuality as adults. Yeah, well, I don't know. Some of us might be questioning that. I'm sure. Those people are hiding their collections in shame because they're in question mode. But awesome.
Yeah, that's cool stuff, man. Those WWE figures or WWF figures are real nice. It's funny you got Captain Lou because just last night I fell into a Super Mario Brothers hole and I was checking out clips of the old Super Mario Brothers Super Show with him in it, and that led to wrestling clips. And I had a Captain Lou Albano night last night.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
we had done a watch party a long time ago on Wise Guys that he was in. As well.
Wow.
So I don't know if you've seen that one, but yeah, what a fantastic and funny movie.
And what's going on the Slasher?
Hell, brother.
Hey,
there he is. Hey, Slasher.
There he is.
Drake's Coffee Cakes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember I had a couples when I was a kid, but I didn't remember what the hell it came with. Dude, thank you again for those. Again, awesome surprise.
That's weird because they also had a contract with Hostess and their fruit pies because they used to do the little mini comics inside the comics where they would be fighting over Hostess fruit pies and stuff. So that's weird that they would be doing something with a competing bakery thing. But that Terry Funk figure is badass, man.
Oh hell yeah! All of them are. I was surprised. I never had Captain Lou. I don't remember ever having him. As a kid, I had Nikolai. Awesome. But those are awesome. Those are a fun surprise.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we had Captain Lou or not, but So I'm gonna whip something out here. Stand back. We're gonna go old school. Indy is at work again, and Indy is going to come in today and bring you guys some history. Would that be Fouchois or whatever? Yeah, Indy's going to bring you some interesting shit from the past. How many of you guys are going to remember this one? Indy's always digging in. I'm sure many of you know this one. Maybe you forgot about it, but here we go. Indy, take it away.
How you can
Greetings, humans. This is Indy. Welcome back to Toys from the Past. So on today's Toys from the Past, we will be talking about a toy that came out in 1976. This guy was large. This guy had a very hard head and a very stretchy body. We are talking about Kenner's Stretch Armstrong. Now, the Stretch Armstrong toy was a large gel-filled action figure that came with bandages to be able to repair him when his stretchy skin material broke. Now, he looked like a short, muscular man with blonde hair wearing black trunks. Sometimes they almost looked blue. But he could be stretched from his normal size of 15 inches to almost 4 to 5 feet. The doll is made of latex rubber filled with a proprietary gelled substance similar to corn syrup, which allows it to retain shape for a short time before shrinking to its original shape. In 2016, at the New York Toy Fair, Hasbro announced a return of Stretch Armstrong in its original 1976 design. And in 2015, Hasbro gave the license of Stretch Armstrong to Characters Options, which began releasing new products in 2016, doing crossovers with other brands. There were an estimated 67 different versions, stemming from many different countries from 1976 into the 1990s, including the Stretch X-Ray in 1977, who had an oversized exposed brain and an alien-looking face with transparent form that showed its internal organs. Now, there are still releases that happen in many different stores, whether it's Target or anywhere else, when they bring these things back. There was also a canceled film in 1994 by Walt Disney Studios, again in 2008 from Universal, and a television series that did appear on Netflix on November 17th of 2017. There was also some comic tie-ins and a video game with Stretch Armstrong as well. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Toys from the Past.
Oh yeah, even I remember those.
Yep. Yeah, one of my brothers had one, but yeah, very, very cool to see that again.
Another shirtless man we played with as a kid.
that was so funny. Like, who was it? Was it Soul Assassin that brought that up? It's so funny that you guys had all these shirtless male toys to play with, and yeah, I had never even considered that before.
And now they're in an uproar, right? It's like you have to be like triple clothed. And...
Well, there was also all the Barbies, and I don't know. I had a couple of female cousins there, and those Barbies were always naked, laying somewhere. I don't know why.
Hello to the lovely Sherry. Good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for joining us, and also DJ Play Nice. What's going on, man? Whee! I see that it brought some good memories to some people in the chat. I mean, even Trina was like totally aghast by this and thrown off, and she put on her John Cena underoos. It really is a good day here at Collectable Past.
That alien though, with the you know, the stuff you can see inside his body, that was pretty cool.
The X-ray one, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it is weird. So I started doing some more research on what the gel was, and it's a high fructose corn syrup that they use inside that damn thing. Okay,
Wow.
so you're not really supposed to eat that stuff coming out of Stretch Armstrong, but they put that same shit in your food.
Hey,
I mean,
don't mention that to. Go ahead, Trina.
I was gonna say you're not supposed to eat it, but it's okay if you do. Is that basically it?
Hey, don't mention that to RFK Jr. He may try to ban Stretch Armstrong.
No, not Stretch. It was only a few years ago. It was only a few years ago, and it was Target, because Target always seems to come back with a lot of those older toys, like whether it's Etch a Sketch, Pound Puppies, doesn't matter. And they did have a Stretch Armstrong and that lizard monster sitting there, the enemy guy. I was so tempted to get them, but it was at one of those moments when I didn't have the extra money, and I was like, "Damn, man, damn, I would have liked to have gotten in a Stretch," because my old one got killed. He died, so he got a hole in him, and my dad left him in the basement, and all that fructose gel inside hardened up like a brick.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he had diabetes. He didn't make it.
Right.
his whole body's filled with fructose corn syrup, so
Corn
he ain't
syrup,
going to last long.
So, did Marvel or DC ever partner up with them for a Mr. Fantastic or a Plastic Man?
They should have.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of the extras that I was showing on there, like the Star Wars ones. I did see them in a Walgreens less than a year ago.
Huh.
Like I didn't even know that they had made them, but yeah, they had like a C-3PO, they had a Stormtrooper, they had Darth Vader. Those are the only three I've seen, but I think they said there was a few more of them.
Well, if they're working with
they were a lot. They were smaller though.
Well, if they're working with Disney for Star Wars, maybe they'll make a Mr. Fantastic at some point.
Maybe, but he's gonna have that little mustache and that big.
Yeah.
Gap, that we'll have to talk to him about that. Maybe some beef tallow in this guy. That'll work wonders. Right. Yeah, the guinea pig collector has the best medical ever.
He's beefy.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, I said it really gives Vince McMahon something to go, ooh, he's beefy.
Oh, Jesus.
No. All right, guys, we're going to cut into something else here. Bringing this one back. It's been a hot minute since we did one. We're coming back with the Collectable Past trivia time. Let's see how many people are going to get this one. Here we go.
Yeah. I got that one.
Yeah, so many people forget about all those other toy companies like Toyco and Toy Box. Yeah. Toy Box did stuff like a Omega Supreme, and Toyco did like Shockwave, and there was a bunch of them that they were just licensing out everything they could find, especially when it came to Hasbro. Yeah.
Well, Kyoto as well. There, Adam and I, we both have a couple of the one with the Rebel Tech joints and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
the Jetfire toy. Yeah, he was Takatuku Toys. Bondi bought Takatuku Toys out, and then that's why Jetfire was not released as a Transformer in Japan. It was absolutely not allowed.
That's crazy.
But okay, because Bondi didn't want it, they were still doing the Macross Valkyrie jets.
Yeah.
So
when they bought out, he wasn't originally a Transformer.
Yeah, he was just a Robotech Valkyrie jet. And then some of the earlier versions of them, they actually have some of the Valkyrie stickers on it too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that I didn't know.
But okay, now next, I don't know who wants to go next. Once again, we are going to have the Collectable Past night fight in the green room to see who's going next. And while you guys knife it out and figure who's up next, we're going to run with a Collectable Past commercial break. So, yeah, get ready. There may be some sore feelings when we get back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
For children with imagination, the world of the Micronauts. Spacemen, robots, vehicles, some with magnets, some with batteries, and all with interchangeable parts, so your child can create dozens of different toys. And when Micronauts start a child's imagination working, he can create just about anything. Toys that climb, toys that spin, toys that float, toys that stimulate young minds.
Look what I made.
Micronauts by Mego.
Biotron, Space Glider, Hydrocopter from the Micronaut collection. Biotron and Hydrocopter need assembly. All have interchangeable parts. A few changes and Hydrocopter is a paddle boat or a one-man cruiser. You can combine it with Biotron and build your own toy, like these. Batteries for Biotron and Hydrocopter not included. Hydrocopter, Biotron, and Space Glider, all sold separately by Mego.
Show and tell time. I'm having teddy bear. My teddy's name is Teddy Ruxpin. He talks, he tells stories,
Fallback is not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends?
Yeah.
I really enjoy talking to people. I would like...
Teddy Ruxpin, the storytelling bear, comes with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder.
Fisher-Price Dino Roars. They're a scream.
Claws, muscles, and jaws. Extreme dinosaurs. Super cool superheroes. Bullseye, Stings, Spike, and T-Bone. Extinction stinks. Extreme dinosaurs. Part man, part dinosaur. Cool. Fighting to stop the evil raptor man. I'll have you for lunch. Eat this. Teeth, claws, muscles, and jaws. Extreme dinosaurs. Teeth, claws, muscles, and jaws. Figure sold separately.
Now, back to our program.
Why were they all so shirtless?
What? Extreme dinosaurs. What? Where did they come from? What?
You know what? I go down the rabbit hole of looking for toy lines that most of us either don't remember or are just really oddball. So I went down to dinosaur one, and I was actually looking for dino saucers and could not find any commercials for dino saucers anywhere. But what I did find was extreme dinosaurs, and I found that other one, that little play school dino war toys, and I was like, those are too funny. I got to put them in a commercial break.
Yeah, that was nice.
Never heard of those. Huh.
Soul Assassin was out there calling for Gaylord. Everybody loves Gaylord.
Yeah.
Gaylord probably will be turning when Slasher gets back. Cotton says Micronauts were the shiznit. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. And if you were lucky, you may have had the Micro Men from Japan before Mego imported them over. I give credit to Mego importing those over. They made a ton of money on it. And it was because of them that we wound up getting a comic book. Teddy Ruxpin, once eat your soul. Save us, Trina. DJ Play Nice says his uncle did the audio engineering for the Teddy Ruxpin line. Very nice.
Oh, dude, that is cool.
Soul Assassin, he had the Extreme Dinos. It was a raptor. Look at that. He's got the Extreme Dinosaurs cartoon.
Oh, shit.
Oh, cool.
They had a cartoon? What?
Yeah.
This must be some alternate universe. I don't remember this.
I remember seeing some of those things back in the day, but like I never had any of them because I think I was too old at that point. But yeah, it's yeah. What was that, like late '90s or mid '90s?
Yeah, it was something like '97, I want to say.
Yeah. I wasn't collecting too many things back then. It's just like some McFarlane shit, but.
No, it's same thing with like Hasbro and Tonka and a lot of the other ones that helped start the old, transforming robotic craze. Right around in the '90s, it was the dinosaur craze. I mean,
yeah,
it was right around
Jurassic
the time
Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, like all those other shows started seeing a resurgence, like dinosaurs, and it was everywhere.
Extreme was a very famous word around that time as well.
Yeah.
It was the extreme era.
Everything was extreme. Now everything's too bigly. Fantastic.
Back then, you would have met Extreme Vinzo.
Extreme Vinzo. Oh, shit. Oh, you son of a bitch. And who is now? What?
Who's the winner of the knife fight? Who's going?
You know what? I'll go because there was a few other shorts and stuff that I'll play some of these and then we'll hit some of the other ones too later. But yeah, this was pretty awesome. I was tempted. I was very tempted, but I passed on it. There is a movie poster version of the RoboCop now that NECA just put out.
Interesting. They have a poster series now for NECA. So they recreated the poster and the paint job for RoboCop. It's interesting. Should have more windows on here. Because if that's what it's meant to be with that paint job, you'd want to see it from all sides. This is pretty.
Because here's the thing with this: since they put so much pink paint on there to kind of give like the the reflection of his the lights from the car and all that, like that's not when you're really to be taken out and displaying. Like he's meant to stay in the box. So design wise, you'd have a bigger window and you'd have like the sides and the top as well. You'd want to see all the way, not just kind of doing what they did. But it still looked really cool. And yeah, if you guys don't have that figure, he is a beautiful figure. But
you know what though, that is an interesting concept though. I mean, that is a really interesting way to re-release a figure and not re-release the exact same figure by creating something like that. I mean, you figure they can go down that rabbit hole with anything, whether it was Predator, Gremlins, like all those figures. Mm-hmm. I think it's very interesting. I think if they come up with a better way to package it though, maybe just a slightly better way to package it, I think that could really, really do wonders for them because from what I understand, they're not selling as well right now.
Yeah, because prices are so high, and with NECA, they're only going to go up more. So to re-release it like that, and technically it is an Ultimates figure, it just doesn't have the same packaging because he comes with the same stuff. But yeah, they kind of went over the top with that paint. It still looked really nice, but again, if you took it out of that packaging, he's going to look really odd on the shelf.
What they should do is have a extra arm, extra head, and maybe have half that chest piece pop off with alternates to where if you wanted to take it out, you could, swap out the pink arms for regular silver.
Well, you'd need the leg too because the leg's pink too.
Yeah.
Oh, it isn't. I can't.
I don't know why you guys are having a problem with him in pink. I think it looks awesome.
She's like, he's not shirtless, you bunch of...
We're a bunch of bigots up here, Trina. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's the Bret Hart edition of RoboCop.
Look, he drove through a Pepto-Bismol truck.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't Owen.
Seriously though, wouldn't he look awesome if it was RoboCop but in like shiny magenta pink armor?
That's what we have right here.
Yeah, like fully though, like you know how Samus is all orange.
You know what I have seen? I've seen another company tackle this. Those kind of smaller ones, and they had them more with like a blue metallic finish, and it did. It looked really good.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised by it, but yeah, I mean, it didn't bother as much. That's why I kind of kept looking at it. But the thing is, it's like, yeah, it will look weird if you took them out.
Yeah.
So Gap, he's got a couple of questions here. Is that the breast cancer awareness RoboCop? Quite possible. And Extreme Vinzo, or as Trina says, Vinzo the Ginzo. We got another question. We got another question for you right here. What's your score on this figure, Extreme Ginzo? Nothing. Nothing. You see,
all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Okay.
Vinnie's sitting backstage right now, all quiet while he was playing that, talking about this is Bologna. This is just pure 100% Bologna.
Not okay.
Oh my.
You bastards.
Somehow I misplaced my RoboCop. Where'd he go? I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna rate this for Vinnie. Vinnie said this is at least 6 many goats.
It's a Frankenberry and a half. Maybe a Count Chocula.
Look, they got Ernie as well.
Moving on.
Wow.
Damn.
That is interesting.
Well, shit.
That's
I
actually
actually
cool.
want that. I want that, but I'm not paying $35 for it.
No, I said it. Bert always looked like a Unabomber to me.
Maybe it was
and that's why I used fertilizer.
The next have the rights now for Sesame Street.
Everybody running out and getting your Bert and Ernie. I don't know if Bert even came out. It was just Ernie there.
Hey, look, if this hits that store Tommy has and the shit's cheap, yo, you gotta buy him by the cart full.
The cool thing about this is it's the packaging is like the old Sesame Street storybooks that they used to have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad looking, but I mean, it's not something I would ever get. You know, he comes with the letters. We know what that's for. Oh shit! Wait, I forgot we're on the toy stream.
I just want to say, y'all are killing me in the chat tonight. Excellent job. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't know if Bert came out.
Yeah.
He's in the tub with his rubber ducky. We'll say it's a rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky wasn't the one that was trying to touch my bum.
Yeah. Ernie's like, hey Bert, where's my rubber ducky? Never mind where it is.
Wait.
See, this is what happens. Because Trump separates families. That's why they're not coming together like souls.
Tommy, you gotta blow me up.
Wait, is Ernie supposed to be like, or is that short for Ernesto? Is he like from South America? I don't know. We got him, and then we got the Bert. Looks like he came from Iran or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's good that we we switched over to Adam.
I'd buy that figure. I'd buy that figure and then have a Scarface figure so he could say, "Hey Ernie, you want a job?"
Him right next to the clown duck, yo.
Oh, shit. Moving on.
This is pretty awesome. That's Bray Wyatt.
This was pretty cool. There was only one in the store though.
Oh no.
Oh, we're terrible.
Oh my god, you guys are killing me.
At least we're making ourselves laugh.
The depravity of this toy stream. The horror.
What'd you expect?
We have the best chat.
Wait
we
until
really
we get.
do.
We do.
Yeah, wait until we get to my 3-minute reviews. You guys are gonna have a ball with those.
Oh no.
Glow in the dark as well. He's got the ultimate faces, lantern, the arms with the tattoo.
That's pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting to see that.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he had some crazy tattoos. You get 3 different looks out of this figure, but yeah, Trina, I know you're not familiar with him, and take your fingers out of your ears for a second. I'll tell you who he is. So this was the wrestler who he didn't make it. He was faucinated. Yeah, this was a really sad story too. But his very last, I think, was it WrestleMania? Adam,
I think so, because I know he wrestled LA Knight, and that was his last match, and they had to cut it short. I just can't remember where it was.
Yeah. This was his very last match, and this was really awesome because he comes out like a horror villain. The whole kind of getup that he did, he was called the Fiend, and then he kind of did these different characters. But this was something brand new, no one's ever seen. So they had a light on, like the black light, like Adam has right now. And no one knew he had this paint job on him, but when it switched over, the black light, that's what he looked like. Like he was like all neon and had this kind of cool paint job on him. So I like that they switched it out so you could have him either regular looking or with that kind of mask.
Really good.
Is that regularly priced at $33?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that's
wow.
Down here.
That's a lot of accessories for the Ultimates line.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really. I only got like the key characters that the ones that I grew up with and liked. But this was very, very tempting because again, and that match was what he did in that match was wicked. So even one of his moves, he'll do like the what do you call it? The Exorcist walk. So you remember when she went down the stairs backwards? Trina,
yep.
You remember? That's what this guy, for as big as he was, he would flip over and crawl like that backwards towards his opponent.
Wow,
and
that's
then hit him
cool.
with his sister Abigail.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might have remembered his father. His father was IRS. He was with the $1 Million Man.
And his brother who did absolutely nothing was Bo Dallas.
Yeah, she wouldn't have known him, but IRS she might have known because you said you used to see some of the stuff back in the day.
Yeah, back then. If I saw it, I'd probably remember.
Yeah, like the white
hold
shirt.
On. Trina knows some of the older wrestlers possibly too, so their grandfather, Blackjack Mulligan.
Mulligan.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
And what's going on to the doc? I see the doc's hanging out in the chat. He said he's been listening now, and he's wondering about his life. I hear you. Every time I come on to the toy show, I wonder.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Yeah. IRS you'll probably recognize. He had the slick back hair. He had like business clothes. I had the red tie with the short sleeve white shirt.
In the 90s, they came out with that censor group with Val Venus, and I can't remember what it was called, but that was his father, and this guy's. You would have probably really liked what he had done because his character, the Fiend, he had Tom Savini did the mask for him. You know the special effects guy.
Oh yeah, I know Savini.
Yeah, Savini did he worked with him, and he had like a whole bunch of masks that he made for him.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is cool.
This guy was about to be just as big as the Undertaker when his heart.
They burned him. They buried his career.
Yep. Yeah, they buried his career when he was supposed to have a comeback. Then he got massively sick because I think he had three of them, 3 fouls. Yeah, and
man.
he had a vest on that had so if his heart gave out, it would shock him and bring him back. Like that's how severe it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's completely find out stuff later, the truth. But he didn't even get good figures and stuff for a long time though. Vince didn't know what to do with him. Let's be honest. But this is one of the nicer figures. Having quite a few myself. Yeah, that's a looking figure.
Yeah. I'm looking at it again.
I'm like, a good one. So it looks like they finally made one.
Yeah. Had I not gotten the Transformer that I did, I would have probably ended up getting that. Because it did look really good. And again, because I saw the documentary on him. And I mean, and this guy was one of the nicest individuals out there, too. The stuff that he's done for fans, how he's helped other wrestlers. Just a really kind heart all around.
I like him when he first came in as one of, like a Dixie Mafia character.
Oh, yeah.
With the first version. Yeah.
With Rowan and Rowan and the other guy. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, they had that big group. And the big
Rowan
guy,
and Harper.
Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they brought in Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Yeah, he kind of played from Cape Fear, De Niro's character.
He was the second character to do that. Waylon Mercy back in the 90s, they tried that with him, but he got injured, so they saved it for many decades, and he picked up on it.
Yeah, it was awesome, but yeah, I don't know, should I run across it again? I might. It was really cool and a great tribute to a really good wrestler who just again was buried way too soon. But and this is pretty neat too. I saw this one over in Target. This is one of the larger scaled ones.
I think there were dinosaurs in this store.
Say they're bringing the dinosaur thing back, Vinny.
Yeah, I say it literally. I'm reviewing this thing. I'm like, what the hell was that?
McFarlane ones. I think there were dinosaurs in this store.
That's cool. Where is he from? What is he?
He's actually from. He's a Jack Kirby design over in DC. He's
New
one of the
Gods?
ones from the New Gods.
Okay.
Basically, Dark Side, and his planet, like all those kind of. Was he his son? I can't remember. Was he
don't
Dark Side's
know.
son?
I think he was.
Yeah, I forget. I'm not.
Or he was like a lieutenant or something like that. But he was high up on the pecking order for Dark Side.
Yeah,
I do recall that much.
Yeah, but it did look pretty neat. Again, I mean, like Trina, like I've seen the character. I know of him slightly, but not that much because I was
okay. Slasher confirms yes, he is Darkseid's son.
There you go. There, yeah.
You know what's crazy? I keep up on all the releases from McFarlane. I've never seen this figure. I don't know if that he just randomly put this out and they haven't even announced it yet because he's been doing that lately. But I never saw this.
Yeah, it was kind of wild to see. That's why I filmed it. I'm like, yeah, I guess, and he's big. He's got to be like maybe 10 inches, something like that. Yeah, he's pretty big boy. So pretty cool to see, and I think it's very accurate too to what he looked like because those Jack Kirby designs. They really stood out. I think his other son was Orion. He's the red one who had like that flying kind of contraption. But he looked more human. This one, he was like more of this kind of monster-looking thing. But pretty neat, pretty cool to see. So there's my first batch of stuff.
That's cool. Cool.
Go ahead, Trina.
Yeah, I was just saying I like that Calabac guy. He's cool.
Nice. Yep. Yeah. He almost looks like one of those monsters from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gap wants to know: are you going to be wrestling dinosaurs later in the show?
That kid kept doing it too. I walked past them. Like, what? There were two kids on the floor. Their parents standing over them, and these kids were just going. And they were in the car. They were in the car aisle. They weren't near any dinosaurs. So I don't know what that was about.
They were the dinosaurs. I thought. Trina, do you want to talk about this because I hear that it may have piqued your interest.
I'm wondering if he's serious.
That sounds something like a Steve question.
And Slasher, once again, Slasher coming through and confirming, Orion is another son of his. He was swapped for Mr. Miracle as a peace treaty between New Genesis and Apocalypse.
Oh man. Nice, man. Yeah, Slasher, he knows all that stuff. Dude, God bless. Because DC, it's one like... Yeah, it's kind of hard to go back and look for like the big storylines and stuff like that, you know.
All right, well here's a question: since he's throwing stuff out like that, is he going to do like the old school version of Darkseid? I mean, not Darkseid, the Sod and stuff like that too?
I don't know. I don't know what he has in the pipeline. Like Shifty was saying too. He kind of sprung out of nowhere. I didn't see this guy advertised anywhere.
Yeah, I keep up on all these for like pre-order purposes, and I never seen him.
Yep, that was in Target, by the way.
Wow.
So, yeah, if you are looking, that's where you can find them.
Yeah, let's just hurry up and slap them in the face with stuff before I lose the license.
And you know what gets me too, that the way he's been doing that, it's so annoying because all these figures that I have reserved and they're not coming out until like the middle of next month. People's had them for weeks and weeks and reviewed them on YouTube. It's crazy.
Oh, well, all right. So here's the thing with that too, because sometimes they go like the West Coast or Canada gets them before us. Also, there are people who are working in those factories in China who they get out big batches of them to certain places.
Because the Kingdom Come Superman and the Supergirl's been out for weeks, and those aren't supposed to drop till middle of next month.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I would like to get both of them, but like you said, they're not easy to get.
Yeah.
And I missed that window, so for the pre-order,
I
don't really do pre-orders, to be honest.
I'm actually debating on if I want to keep the Kingdom Come one because the head design just doesn't look good. Now that I've seen the Beast Kingdom Superman, which has a Alex Ross like face for only $20 more, I'm actually considering getting that one instead. But the tariffs is going to hit those hard supposedly when they come in.
Well, since we're on that right now, you want to talk about that real quick, Shifty?
Well, Well, from far as I know, Big Bad Toy Store has announced that if you pre-order, they're going to. It's like the regular price, but when it actually drops, then they're going to announce what the tariffs are going to be on it, and then you have the option of go ahead and order it, or you can cancel it. So we don't actually know what's going to happen. And some of these aren't coming out till fall, so things may be situated by then. But right now, we really don't know. They don't even know. But 90% of all the figure manufacturing comes from China and Vietnam. So stuff may be pricey here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But this is the figure you were just talking about, and
the Batman looks great too.
That looks amazing.
$48 before the tariffs.
Well, it's 55 from Entertainment Earth has it at 55.
Oh, well, Big Bad Toy Store has it for 48.
But that's not the we don't know if that's going to be the final price though.
Yeah,
right.
We don't know yet.
But I know. Here's the thing, because like Big Bad Toy Store, they put that out to let people know because it's been changing nonstop now. Now, here's the thing. Trump is pushing that on purpose because he's scaring Xi Jinping into bending the knee, and he doesn't want to. So he keeps playing these games, and everyone's what's name, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. He goes, "I have businesses in China." He said this on television, and he goes, "I think it's too low. I think he needs to shoot up to 400%." He goes, "Xi Jinping will hop on a plane overnight and make a deal with him." So he's not wrong, and I think a lot of these companies they're going overboard right now with all of this. They're getting very scared, and they're kind of bending people over or using that as an excuse right now. You got to hold off a little bit longer. That's the thing that kind of sucks. But Vietnam, Vietnam, he put the brakes on everything right now. There's a 90-day kind of halt, and he dropped it down to 10% with all these countries. But the big thing is he's getting the world against China right now because they have been kicking the shit out of everyone, and everyone needs to get back to making their own products in their countries as well, for the most part, bringing business back over here. That's the whole point of those tariffs. But with the toy situation, yes, right now, a lot of them, they're talking about like right now, what's coming over on the boats at this moment. If shit isn't settled or fixed, those prices are going to skyrocket. So that's what they're going on. But Vietnam, that one's not. So, and I've seen some other companies trying to up all the prices too, even though they're not coming all from China. So that's underhanded shit as well.
I think the WWE, those are made in Vietnam. I think they switched over from China to Vietnam, and I think some of the Mattel stuff is
And
in
India.
Vietnam.
India is also one of the ones that are making figures.
Yeah. India was making big moves in the toy making business, and yeah, like you're saying, like all the Transformers are made in Vietnam. You look at any newer Transformer package, you're going to see "Made in Vietnam" on the back of it, and I couldn't agree more. Yeah. I'd love to see toys made in America again. And when was the last time you seen something stamped with "Made in the USA" on it? I mean, it's a joke. I mean, and the biggest thing about the takeaway on this, on toys or anything for that matter, I mean, these are jobs that Americans could be doing. People that actually love these franchises, because most of these people in these other countries, a lot of them don't give a rat's ass about half the shit that we care about.
Yep.
So that's why you wind up getting some really bad quality control through a lot of these damn figures, because they don't give a shit. They don't give a damn.
Yeah. And again, if they're actually everything is there, like design, sculpt, all that stuff is done in those countries, that's when you do have a lot of problems. So that's what I've noticed anyway. If like even if it's like digital sculpting or whatever, if it's done over here and then sent over there, you could tell because there's a massive difference, like Tommy's saying, because those countries don't care. But if you have the artists who actually know what these properties are and everything, and they're getting paid to make it look good, yeah, you're going to have a difference, a very big difference.
Oh, yeah. Now, these figures, Beast Kingdom, man, they've taken all the complaints that I've had from McFarlane, and they've fixed about everything. I don't like the size of the trunks on the Batman and Superman. They could be a little bit larger. But the head sculpts, the head sculpts are tremendous. They look like the old DC Direct figures. They're so good. And they're pinless joints. And, man, the capes on them and all those hands and the extra – well, Superman doesn't have an extra head. But for $20 more than what basically what they're charging now for, like, the collectors – I'm paying $28 now for most of the figures that I've reserved for McFarlane. These are only $48 on Big Bad Toy Store, well, before the tariffs, and they look fantastic.
This might be the best Superman figure I've ever seen.
Yeah, this
is
the
for
closest,
that price.
Yeah, this is the closest to.
The trunks are a little bit too small, but
yeah, it's like he's wearing bikini briefs. Is what he's wearing.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's just if it was a little bit bigger, it because that's how Alex Ross did them. It was more like old wrestling trunks. So
I am kind of surprised to hear you complaining about the trunks too, Vinny. I thought that was like an Italian beach thing. What's going on, Tony? I see
banana
Tony's hanging out in the chat.
When I go on a beach in Italy, my banana hammocks, it's all out there. For the
oh my god!
No,
not only do they have these, but they've made every movie Batman, and they're up for pre-order too. Those look fantastic. Also,
now, how big are they? Are they 7 inches?
8 inches.
They're 8 inches.
They're 8 inches.
So they're an inch bigger than the McFarlane ones.
Oh my god! Yeah. I thought you were going somewhere else.
No.
Wow.
Oh jeez. Get your mind out of the gutter.
She's still thinking about the Smurfs. It wasn't me. It was somebody in the chat. I'm innocent. I'm an innocent pig. I'm being railroaded.
Who is that doctor from what's that stupid show? Scrubs. There was the one guy who was always talking about his banana hammock.
I didn't watch that show.
Oh,
I didn't either.
Well, someone out there, they'd be laughing right now. There's one guy who's always talking about that shit. But I think this head is like it is closer to the Alex Ross one, but I don't like that. It almost looks like he's got a fat face.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, because he had a habit of drawing old men as superheroes. Like, I don't mind it with the Superman because it fit with the Kingdom Come kind of storyline. But as Batman, the whole jaw just looks way too big, and it looks like it doesn't fit the body.
Well, what it is if you ever seen a picture of Alex Ross, he looks like the characters he draws. So he's putting.
Yeah, I have a history with that guy.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's not a good guy.
Oh, he's not.
No. Not a good guy.
Oh.
But for what he had done back then, I would say, his art was, it was really good for what it was. And that storyline was pretty amazing. But even before he kind of showed his true colors, I never liked how he did like that Batman jaw. it didn't
Oh.
work for me. But,
Well, sometimes you got to separate the art from the artist if you can.
I have.
Yeah.
But like I said, even when I liked his stuff, I never liked
Yeah.
how he did Batman's that whole.
Yeah. I think his recent work on Fantastic Four just so good.
Even the colors.
But I don't know him, so I can't say if
Yeah. No, like I said,
real quick.
Yep.
So Tony popped in the chat. What's up, Tony? And what's going on, Godzillionaire as well? He says, "Did you all see the McFarlane '66 Batmobile Joker version? Is $20 on Amazon."
Adam.
Yeah. Adam.
He's probably on Amazon right now looking for it. He's like, I don't have time to talk to you guys right now.
Right? What are you bothering me? I'm trying to order a Batmobile here.
A Jokerized Batmobile. So that's
it's that smaller scale one we were looking at the one time. It was pretty cool. Hell yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Oh, nice. Pretty cool. Yeah, these are neat too. I won.
Thank you,
I won a McFarlane one recently. I pulled an Adam. I gave a guy an offer instead because it was I'm like, that's way too high. I gave him the offer and he accepted. So I got one of the ones I've been looking for a while.
These are awesome. Did they do a Wonder Woman in this?
They should.
In this style?
Right now, it's just these 4: Superman, Batman, Flash, Green Lantern that they showed.
They got Darkseid too. He's like $20 more.
Yeah, I'll show that. Yeah, a friend of mine, he sent me them. But I really do. I love the way this Superman looks. Like that face sculpt is incredible.
Yeah. For that price point, that is the best Superman I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's just wicked. So pretty dope. And I know, what was it? Mezco? There's another company, or I know Beast had done another Superman as well that was damn good, like really, really impressive.
It has a cloth outfit too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
they also made a Dark Knight Returns Batman and Robin, and those look nice. And it's only like $87 for both of them on Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's a really nice set.
Yeah, that company's great.
You okay, Trina?
Yep. I love you guys in the chat so much.
Oh, what, for attacking me?
I went to grab Slasher, and Vinnie had hit Slasher, and then I hit it again, and I booted Adam and Slasher.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
what's up?
There he is.
I was having a bit of issues before with just had to wait for some stuff to calm down a bit before I jumped on. So
we all have
worries, man.
Yeah,
we all have
thank you
issues.
again.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm glad you like those. It's just that I'm just, Terry Funk didn't have the branding iron and the hat, and Nikolai didn't have the hat.
Yeah. It's all good though, man. Dude, that was some surprise. I'm like, oh shit. And three of them, and no less. I was like, holy shit.
I tried my best to get like the paint scrapes off of them without ruining the paint job of the figure, and just some of that Terry Funk one is all like scraped up.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on, but that's
that just means they've shown some it's battle damage. It shows character, right?
It's more accurate to the real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, shit.
You can repaint those easy.
Yeah, it just looks like one of his many death matches. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Except the cuts are blue instead of red. I've seen these ones. These that Superman you just showed is awesome. I didn't see the Darkseid one of this.
Yeah,
he's cool. Hey, but those WWF figures you can repaint those easy. So don't worry.
Yeah. But I've done it before though. Like you just take rubbing alcohol, you just fucking scrape the paint off them. But that Terry Funk one looked like it had been through the ringer. But there were no chew marks on it or anything.
And Curtis, I hear you. I have that same problem when I'm in the back of there's a certain toy I want to review or just to show off, and man, I cannot for the life of me find it. I'll find everything else under the sun that I had no plan on bringing out, and I won't find the thing that I'm looking for until I'm not looking for it anymore. That's the way it always works.
Yeah, pretty much. It's crazy.
Is that a plastic or
what's that?
The
cloth
cape.
It's a cloth wired cape. Although his
awesome.
this looks like some kind of almost latex like material or some kind of mix. I don't know what that is.
And what company is this?
Beast Kingdom.
Beast Kingdom.
Beast Kingdom. Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty
awesome.
impressive.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Well, I like that too because he's gonna have range of motion. I wonder.
Now these ones are bigger than the Tords.
8 inches.
Yes.
And the Tords are 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Tord.
Superman probably would
Overman,
work
baby.
with them, I think.
That
because
counts.
because Superman had a little bit more of a slender kind of build to him, but if it's just like height wise, he might work. You know?
Well, you can put Superman in the air anyway, and
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just an inch. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. Especially that all of his Wonder Woman figures, they're huge. They're like the same exact size as like Batman.
Yeah, Darkseid's got to be at least 10 inches or 9 inches because, man,
I would say
he's $20 more than the other ones.
The Darkseid Superpowers one, back in the 80s, that shit towered over the rest of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
As he should. I mean, that's
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
He should be a monster of a character.
Yeah, right. This is true.
No, that's why I'm talking about the friggin'. That's why you got to rub not the painted on areas, the shit with all the paint scrapes on it from the other figures when you're smashing them together. That's what you got to take off.
Godzillionaire ads on. Someone clip Vinnie and it won't make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna do a whole bunch of damage with what I got here. It's very.
It's too late for that, sir. It's too late.
You just want pictures of me in my banana hammock. You sick.
Hey, that's a you thing. Bologna to that, sir.
Wait
you were bringing it up, Chief.
Vinny, don't make me pull out the banana.
Not okay.
Oh God, we just had our first indecent banana exposure on this stream. I can't believe it happened to
Unbelievable.
us. Where did these people come
Egged it
from?
on.
What's going on, Bruce?
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Bruce.
Hell.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, you always got to pay attention to what your kids are doing. Always.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vinny, Vinny, that Batmobile is from Zoltan.
Oh, nice, man. Oh, thank him for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
I did not say it. It wasn't me. Who wants to go next?
I got 3 videos, so I probably should start mine soon.
Go.
It's up to you. I got something that I could throw up there, or you can go now. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll just throw one up here. Hold on. Let me dig for it here.
Once again, thank you to everybody who's hanging out, watching us on all the different platforms. Hope you're having a good time. If you can, help a pig out and help the rest of our fine panelists out. Subscribe to their channels. Maybe follow them on Twit or wherever else that you can find them. And yeah, always have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Loading up.
Gotta love the loading time.
On everybody, this is Shifty with a trilogy of pickup videos tonight. The first 2 were actually supposed to be on last week, but unfortunately, they got tied up in my local post office's distribution center, and they didn't get sent out to me till like about 4 days later. But they arrived in good condition, and that's all I can hope for in a situation like that. But yeah, this is a pretty cool figure here. I got the first 2 from the same guy on eBay. He cut me a
Tommy, I think this needs the Tord Rules banner.
Under retail. This is a Batman Rebirth figure from digital line of McFarlane. It's cool, but I do have some issues with it. I think it's a little bit on the short side, and no blue trunks. I need to mod them out or paint them.
I don't like when they do Batman with the onesie.
Yeah.
Waiting on getting this in Target a few times, and I always put them back down
I've
because
never seen
no
these
blue trunks.
digital ones
I'm
at
team
Target.
blue trunks.
Nope.
But yeah, I passed on a few times too many, and somebody went and bought them, and I was regretting that when that Target Circle sale came around, because I could have got like $10 to $12 back on them. But yeah, it is what it is. Also, on this one, he has like bat head knee pads, which I think are totally unnecessary. I would take those off, along with, like I said, modding out the gray trunks for blue trunks or painting it. And he's a little too short, I think. But of course, the Nightfall Batman and the Hush Batman are way oversized, so that he may actually be the right height. I'd have to crack him open and put him up against Superman and just see how tall he actually is. I do think the head is probably one of the best Batman head sculpts McFarlane has done. Real nice stuff. The ears could be just a little bit longer, but it fits in with the artwork of Jim Lee from that particular
What is this? Hush
series.
Is this Hush?
But also the cool bonus there.
It's not from Hush.
No,
in this
that design is not from
particular
Hush.
set is you get a Bruce Wayne head.
I know nothing about the Hush storyline other than Jim Lee did.
They haven't really gave many of those out in previous Batman figures.
The first one wasn't.
So,
the first Hush storyline wasn't that bad. The new
I
one
just
just
gotta get me a
started,
suited body,
I think it looks like shit.
and I'll have me a
that's right.
Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne
it is
figure. But
new one. I might
this is a fairly nice figure. It just needs just a little bit of modification to make him perfect, but pretty good pickup starting out. And that's it. Yeah, that's.
What kind of car does McFarlane drive? A Tord Mustang.
Hey,
I was thinking.
Sorry for the
Pinto, but yeah, Tordo.
Hey, sorry for the choppy video. I think I'm going to have to just upload that to YouTube or something next time and just play from there, because I'm trying to stream it from my Kindle and it's choppy.
No worries. We were able to
no
see
worries,
it,
sir. Yeah, I've been having problems with my internet all night, so the joys of modern technology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that because I'm on fiber.
Oh shit!
Congratulations, bro! It's all of it.
Well, StreamYard is just it's a terrible hog of
awful.
Yeah.
Computer stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they should rename my internet Pony Express. It's that slow.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's awful.
But yeah, I'm not all toward rules on all these tonight. I do have something. I do have something besides toward on one of them. So
nice,
awesome. So who's next? Next victim, or am I going again?
Could I just show a picture of something? I want to see if you guys have seen this before, because I wanted to, like, I was looking online and I found two checklists of all the Tords. Like, it was the page punchers, the digitals, and the multiverse. Say his name and it shall appear. And this is a crazy redesign of Mr. Freeze, and I gotta say, I'm digging this. I like this.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
There it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like this.
So I stand correct. Or this is
Yep.
Page Puncher.
Page Puncher.
The digital ones I've not seen. I've seen some of the Page Punchers. They had him. This is like the caveman one or something, right?
I
don't know.
Because there was a wave
fighting the
It was like a-
Frozen. It says fighting the Frozen.
Yeah, they're on eBay for like $20.
Yeah, because I saw they had like a Batman who he looked like a caveman.
Yep.
Like that whole line. There was like 4 of them, I think. And yeah, that was like the villain of the line.
A Robin and a Batgirl, I do believe.
But yeah,
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're correct.
It looks like something like a Super Mario villain or a Mega Man villain. I kind of like.
Yeah, kind of did.
He looks really neat.
Yeah.
And then they had this other one.
It's a heavy figure too. Like
It
there's a
looks
lot of
it.
plastic.
It
Yeah.
looks it. And then they had the like the all white. They had the all white one. Let me see. Yeah, this one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, that's got the cell shading effect on it.
Yeah. And they have a Black Manta one that looks awesome too, where he's like half black and half white.
Oh, sweet.
One of the figures I'm going to show later, there's a version of him that has it's white and it has the cell shading on it.
But I don't know. I like this redesign. It's crazy and it's odd, but I don't know. It's fitting for a Batman villain.
Yep. But by the way, a Godzilla, a Wildcat is a peg warmer in my stores as well.
Dude, they could have made that Wildcat figure look so much better.
Yeah.
If they'd have made him look the way Jim Aparo used to draw him, it would have been fine.
The purple figure I was talking about last week that I saw that you could mod easily into a Phantom figure. It's a Nightmaster. He comes with a red cape and a sword, but you could turn that into a Phantom figure really easily if you wanted to.
Oh,
Nightmaster?
Yeah.
Never heard of that guy.
Not familiar with that.
I've seen that Sportsmaster one where it's basically just a ripoff of Casey Jones.
I think it's Nightmaster. It's Night something.
He's probably on the. They got to have him on this frickin' site because this site has all the figures.
All right. It appears we got our next one ready to go. Trina, go ahead. Take it away.
All right. Okay, so tonight we have Vincent Price. And I've had this for a while and been meaning to get to it. And the box art looks awesome as usual for NECA.
Well, hold on, Trina. Just one last thing. Vinnie, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
There's one store I could still get him if I want him, but it's.
I wanted him too. He sold out on Best Buy quick.
I can't remember where I got him. I want to say online, but I'm not sure.
Tommy, you didn't pick this one up for?
No, I got this a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay.
Are you kidding? I could barely afford to buy shipping boxes.
Oh, I thought it was a while ago. But you got a great paint job. The one by my store, his paint job was all messed up on his hairline.
Oh, well, okay. So I'm going to get into that because I do have a couple of gripes on the faces. So that one right there, the his older face, that's my favorite face that he comes with. Nice. He overall looks awesome. I'm very happy with his, suit design. His shoes, as you can see, look awesome.
Yeah. And
NECA does good with like these suit styles.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Do you want to see the articulation or do you want me to skip it?
No, you could show it.
All right, I'll just let it play then. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
fantastic hand sculpts too.
Let's see if he can do the Van Damme splits. Yes, this is good. Can he do the Spider-Man swinging through the city pose?
I get it. Yeah, I get into that.
Frankenstein could. That thing is better articulated than some Spider-Man figures for sure.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
Yep.
Such a nice job on those hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a good job on the hands. I love it.
Every time I see Vincent Price, all I'm picturing is Gilbert Gottfried when he used to talk about him. He had a segment on his podcast where he'd talk about the Tingler, and he'd do the imitation of him. Because in the movie theaters, they had like a buzzer underneath a random seat in the movie theater. But there's a part in the movie he turns to the camera and he talks to the audience and he goes, "The tingler could be anywhere," and then they hit the button and someone screams.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Frankie's asking, "Is Vincent pricey?"
No, I think I got him like for $35, and then shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Man, his jacket gets in the way of his roundhouse kicks.
Yeah.
How are you gonna have Vincent Price without roundhouse kicks?
Roundhouse.
Yeah. He's not gonna be. Yeah, he's not very articulated. He's just got basic kind of.
But it still works. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Vincent Price.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to be web slinging.
And from what they have there in that other shot, I mean, he could sit in a chair. So
Trina, you don't know what Vincent Price likes to do in his spare time.
Well, I did read a little bit.
Would you say that his articulation is comparable to the Count Orlok figure?
A little less articulated than that, I would say. Maybe the same. I would say a little less, though. Okay, so on this, let me get to. So you can see the seam across right there.
Oh, yeah.
And his ear is kind of messed up. I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And what is that seam across the top?
That's from that's the molding and casting.
Yeah.
So and that big chunk you see taken out of there. So that's the peg of where it was kind of like the post.
Yeah.
When it comes out of the mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And normally, again, when we were at McFarlane, we would, because we had the molding and casting there too, because we'd have to make copies of these things to paint up and everything. And you'd fill in those spots. You'd give instructions to China what they're supposed to do. So yeah, that's supposed to be all cleaned up.
Yeah, that's just a bad mold right there.
Yeah.
That mold's got what they call leakage.
Oh.
That sucks.
Yeah, so there's that, and then if you look at the hairline, it's not.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So then that's something universal.
Part of his sideburn is flesh colored. Yeah.
Yeah. Hairline is off.
You probably could fix the hairline, and you probably could sand that down just a tad. That circle, and you can fix those right up.
Yeah, definitely.
Repaint it.
But again, for 35 plus shipping, you shouldn't have to,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that face sculpt's nice too.
Yeah, that one, this head right here, this one is my favorite. I think this one looks the best.
Yeah, that's well done.
And the eyes look better on this one as well. But yeah, see that seam issue again.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's unfortunately nothing you can do about that one ear on that other head.
No. It's just, it is what it is. I'm not displaying him with that, so I'm not too worried about it.
I do like they gave him young, middle age, and then older. Like that was
cool. Yeah, I like that too.
And there's Dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got the Owen Hart special right there.
And there is a slot under the skull that you can actually have him wear the skull if you want to.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. And this is a special bicep. It's for the raven that he comes with. I actually didn't know that this was good. Like this is how it was. So this was a surprise.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a Superman figure. It's Our World's at War, and he comes with a eagle. There's no way to mount that eagle on his arm, and it's just a pointless
The eagle's
extra.
gigantic, right? It's gigantic, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's no way to mount it. If they would have come up with an extra forearm like that or something to mount it, it would have been awesome. But it's pointless. That's cool. That's really cool.
It's
right
the one
there.
that's based off of Ed McGuinness, right? Like that was the beefy Superman body.
Yeah. But man, that right there, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that feature. Yeah, his price.
There is a lot, yeah.
Yeah, he comes with a lot of accessories, and of course, all the hands, because the different hands to hold different things.
Yep.
And he has a candle. He has a candlestick hand.
Nice. Oh, like Dracula. That's cool.
Yeah.
I hope they reissue these in October because they seem to put them out again every year. Because I need to get the creature from the Black Lagoon. I would like to get this one too.
Oh yeah, the Universal Monsters. You definitely have to get those
Yeah.
if you're a fan of those. Because NECA did a great job on them.
They did.
Yeah, I
That
got Frankenstein, Dracula.
Yeah. The black and white creature of the Black Lagoon looks great.
Yeah.
I was very tempted with that guy.
Yeah. I was impressed with all of them.
Yeah.
And
yeah, they're all amazing. Whatever version you get, you're gonna be happy.
Because of cigarettes, awesome.
Yeah, so he was a smoker, so they gave him 4 cigarettes, and these are tiny little things.
Mm-hmm.
So if you lose one, you have some.
Yeah, they're gone forever.
Yes.
If you fucking lose one, because I had the Reservoir Dogs figures I had came with cigarettes like that. There was a full pack, and then they also came with individual. Like there was one individual cigarette that came with them.
Well, you could create your own Reservoir Dogs with Vincent Price.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah, seriously.
That's killer.
And I love this. They have this cat. Yeah. And I forget his cat's name. It's not the N-word. That's H.P. Lovecraft's cat.
I'm glad you censored yourself. You say the N-word and Chris Fisk appears.
This cat's name is the F slur. That's what it is. The F slur.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because of the cooking. The cookbook.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the painting on it, like tiny details. I just get a kick out of that. Yeah, witchcraft magic. This vinyl collection.
Yeah, that's
I wish it came with that chair back there. That chair on that art back there is real nice.
I know. I'm wondering if they're gonna sell it separately because
they probably will.
Yeah.
Or reissue them as like a box set, like they did with the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yep.
He came with like that big chair and all that. They was chained to.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, is it easy to swap out those parts for?
Yeah, it is easy to swap out all of it. The shirt part, you just you take the head off and then you put that shirt part in, and this is where I kind of wish it fit a little differently. I wish there was where you were able to kind of stuff it under his lapels.
Oh, you can't?
No, it just kind of it sits on top, and it's okay. Mm-hmm. I think that design could have been a little bit better. It could have, like I said, if it fit under the lapels, it would have been perfect.
Yeah, I would if you heat it up if you could.
I don't know. I don't think the that shirt piece is even wide enough to do that. But
probably the next best option would be to shave down the sides of the shirt piece.
Yeah.
So you could get it under.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That looks amazing.
I'm so happy to have them.
Yeah, it looks like they just shrunk them down.
Yeah, I know, especially this older version.
Yeah.
That
fits the best on that body and everything.
Yeah.
I think Trina should get the Trina award tonight because that's I don't think anybody can beat that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Why you? Now I'm thinking I gotta go to that store and pick that one up.
Trina can hand the award to herself. It is a good possibility.
I just don't feel right doing that. I feel cheesy.
Well, you know what? I think we're gonna end up giving it to you anyway. So
yeah.
Frankie said there was a space in the skulls too, so you can put the cigarette there too.
Oh,
wow.
Dude, nice catch! I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll work. Hey, you know what? Since you just showed that, I think I got to show this then. Stand back. So NECA did release a couple more things here, and we have the other version of the Invisible Man.
That's the one I was telling you about that I seen in Target.
Yeah, he looked damn good as well.
There's yet another Invisible Man. This is the one that more fans were actually looking for.
Oh, cool.
That box art's beautiful.
Yep.
Still very impressive.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yep.
And this one,
yeah. And see, these are things that I'd filmed for Toy Hunt too. So
yeah,
I swear the second box that I had for Dracula might have been different, but I'm not sure. I have to wait until I see later on when I play.
Well, this is Van Helsing. This is Peter.
Okay.
Cushing.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the Dracula. I haven't reviewed him yet, but he's coming up. I'll be doing it soon. But this one, because this is the companion piece for him, and I should have got it.
Van Helsing.
Oh man.
I wish we could see these faces a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't like how they did this packaging.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're hiding the big selling feature with him. It's the portrait. You want to make sure that the portrait looks really good.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, behind him is actually another torso, so that whole top part comes off, and you get another look for him.
Whoa.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I noticed after the fact. I was like, son of a...
The coat comes off as well.
Yeah. See, so you have that.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I need this one.
I don't know. I should just fucking got it. If I had gone to the other store at last and I went to this one first, I would have probably gotten him.
Well, if you get him, you gotta get Christopher Lee.
Oh, I have Christopher Lee.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I haven't reviewed him yet. I'm going to. I'm gonna. But yeah, this was. That's why I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass.
Yeah, it looks really good. Dracula. Even more NECA stuff. So we got another Megan.
Is that full size Megan?
Yeah, she's actually proper scale to like your 7-inch figures.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't know they were doing that either. The only one I saw was like the one that was like in that 8-inch kind of scale with the clothes.
Yeah.
With the cloth soft goods. But yeah, this was, especially that head that was up here. That one is a fantastic sculpt.
She's more in proper scale with your regular 7-inch figures.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like I said, they had a lot of good things, and I'm like, strap for cash. But yeah, it sucks when it's like that. But yeah, they look really good. Like that's see, and they do it all in one shot. Like there hasn't been anything out for a minute, and then here's everything. Bastards.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Very cool.
But yeah.
All right. Well. I know Adam's going to be chomping a bit soon. Adam, do you want me to go again, or do you want to go?
No, go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead, brother.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So I got
brother.
one. Money has been tight. I mean, everybody knows that, and things have been exceptionally rough here. But I managed to squirrel a few dollars away, and Shifty and I were talking about this when I'd seen it, and it was like I wound up getting it anyway, even though it technically kind of financially hurt me just a little bit. Luckily, I've been coming through with some good friends that have been helping out and picking up some of the wares that I have that I had to sell, and that's helped out tremendously. And I'm almost in a position where I don't have to freaking cry over this month's bills. But I did get this one. This was another. It was a had to. I had to pick this up. If you know me and you know the channel and you know my fuzzy friends, you're going to know why I needed to pick this up. So I had to break this into 2 parts, and we're going to roll part 1 right now.
Barnes here of the Guinea Pig Collective. Today we will be showing off a toy we have waited years for. Since before Cringer passed, yes, we now have Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Prince Adam and Cringer. We had to pull a few strings since our budget is incredibly terrible right now, but we finally managed to pick this one up. Let's take a look at the artwork on the back of the box. Not bad looking, standard Motu stuff. And on the inside flat panel, they have a few more renderings.
Cringer, will you come on? We'll be late.
Go on ahead, Adam. Here we go with Cringer and Prince Adam. Can you put your hand on that figure? No, not that one. That one, yeah, get rid of it. We don't care about Prince Adam here. We are going to be focusing on the star, Cringer. So we got Cringer in a nice sitting pose right here. You see all the points of articulation on there. We will be going through that. Here's another one showing off some of that articulation. He's got an itch to scratch.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe will be back right after these messages.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That was awesome looking.
Yep.
Yeah, I still have the second part to get to. Once again, Cringer, unfortunately left us 2 years ago. Forever, I was trying to find a Cringer figure, and the only one that was available was with the 2012 release of re-release of He-Man with cartoons and everything. They did do a Cringer in that set, but that one was so incredibly pricey to try to get. It's like, God, man, why don't they do something in the Origins line? And they finally did, and I'd been looking at it forever. It was right around that $30 mark. I was like, I can't right now. I just don't have the money for it. And then, right around the same time Shifty seen it is when I had seen it, and I'd seen that it was marked down to half off. And then, if you're lucky, you got an extra Target bonus discount on top of it. So I didn't have the extra bonus. We had unfortunately already used it, so I did get it for $15. So that's not a bad price for that. Once again, didn't give a shit about the Adam figure. I already got the Adam.
Hey, thanks. I feel like a personal attack and shit over here. Damn.
Yeah,
God.
Just got it for the Cringer.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Goodness.
It looks fantastic.
It does, man. It does.
I'm gonna get into the second part and show off the rest of this, what this figure can do. And I was incredibly happily surprised by what this figure could pull off. The last shot was one that I took after the fact. So sometimes you're shooting these toys and you try to think about, okay, him scratching his ear and all this other dumb shit. And there was one shot at the end that, like, I'd already packed it away. I was putting a video together. And I was like, oh, why didn't I do that shot? And I added it at the end because you couldn't miss out, because it is classic Cringer. So here we go with the second half of the Cringer review.
And now back to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
And here we go with another pose. Just got the legs splayed out and his head cocked sideways. The tail does have a hinge on it as well, so you can get it up and down. Let's get some more poses and check out that articulation. So here we go. The tail also spins all the way around. The legs move back and forth. They do hinge in and out as well. There's a little bit of a ball there, front and back. You also got that nice turn right there at the elbow, along with the normal pivot. He's got pivot down there in the ankles, and he's got twist, so it's almost like a rock. It's not a 100% rock, but it's got that twisting rock to it, so it works just as well. And with the movement that he's got in both paws, it's not bad. In the back, he's got a little bit of a diaphragm cut. It is not tremendously great, but it gets a fair amount of movement. If it had just a little bit of movement, more movement, I should say, that would be great. But for what's there, not bad. There you go with the back leg, with that knee, and then that back piece swivels just like the front, and then it's got a really tight joint in there. You got to be careful with these. Don't want to break them, but yeah, extremely tight joint right out of the box. There you go. Everything you expect, including the paw movement right there. Excellent, excellent stuff. They really did put a lot of articulation into this Cringer figure. Looks very nice. So here we go with the head movement. pushing that head down. It's got a double ball, so it's got the ball on the head, and then it's got a little bit of a ball in the neck area. And take a good side shot so you can kind of see how far it goes back and then down. Not too bad. A little bit more would have been great, but I think what they have in there suffices, especially with all the head movement he has tilting side to side and up and down. Here goes another pose with a different face on there. Let's bring the other head in so you can see the difference between the two. So he's got more of this scaredy cat face look on this one right here. And yes, that mouth is hinged and can open up. Not bad looking at all. A lot of nice detailing in this one. Very much like the original cartoon. This thing is the cat's pajamas. Overall, I gotta say, I really do enjoy this one. The Prince Adam, I could care less about. Had one from the Origins line. Didn't really need him. This is what we were interested because of our fallen brother, Cringer. Been waiting to get a proper Cringer figure to do justice to our lost guinea pig pal. And this one hits all the marks that I think it should. The Guinea Pig Collective is giving this one a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you for joining us with this review of Cringer.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Nice. And he's got, you said your cat's got double ball joints. He's got
double ball joints, man.
Yeah, so the last shot with his paws over his eyes, that was the shot. I was like, oh, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? And it was able to pull that shot off too. And that's why I was like, dude, man, yeah, that's a 9.5 all day. I mean, that thing is close to perfect.
So good. So good.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't even collect Master of the Universe, and I had to pick that up.
Sweet.
Nice.
Just an awesome set, and especially like you're saying for that $15. So I mean, if anybody's looking for this guy, if you're lucky, maybe one of your targets will have it. Mine, after I picked it up, I told the wife. She's like, get it, because of Cringer. She didn't even question it. And the next day, I went back to look to see if they were all gone, all of them. So when I picked it up, it was like, yeah, it had to happen then, or it was not going to happen at all. What's going on, Happy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Good deal. Hey guys, I'm gonna drop out just for about 5 minutes to see if I can upload those other 2 videos so that when I play them, they're not so choppy. I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Be right back.
What's up, Happy Dinosaur? How you doing, man?
How we doing?
Frankie, like a true scaredy cat. He got no balls. Got no balls. That's horrible, Frankie.
Yeah, double balls.
Marbles! No marbles!
These damn Italians, I tell you, they get me every time. Guys, we are going to be right back. We here at Collectable Past. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Get ready for some old school fun thanks to Indy.
I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Welcome to Toys from Bygone Eras.
Nice shot.
I've made better. Want to play?
I came to play Wisconsin Skinny.
That's me. You a hustler?
Nope, salesman.
Break.
Salesman, huh? What do you sell?
Skittle pull.
Skittle pull by Aurora. It's a lot of fun.
My name is Snubby Gun. This is my beat. My game, I'm a private eye. Call me anytime. After school, that is. When I play private eye, I come fully equipped with Mattel Snub Nose 38, snap draw shoulder holster, and the fastest wheels in town. When you play private eye, you have to be fast. Fast on your feet, fast on the draw. Ready for action on a moment's notice. Practice target shooting whenever you can. Load up with Greenie Stickum caps and Mattel shooting shells. If you want to play private eye, get this Mattel gun and holster set. It comes complete with wallet, badge, and ID card. Get extra Greenie Stickum caps, too.
Tracy to kids. Tracy to kids. Come in, kids. Come in, kids. It's here at last, the new Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio that keeps you in constant touch with your buddies. Easy to work. Up antenna, switch on, press talk button, and you broadcast from room to room and even house to house. No wires needed, yet voices travel back and forth. Radio on the open road from one bike to another, or when out hiking.
Dad, I found a bear's cave.
Be right down, son.
The powerful, fully transistorized Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio is a real electronic instrument.
Make sure all the fellows get their A-OK Dick Tracy wrist radio so they can keep in touch. Over and out.
The one and only Dick Tracy wrist radio, wherever American toys are sold.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, if it's not being done by a pig, it's not worth watching.
Yeah, that little kid was packing heat, bro.
That was amazing.
That was. I love the what's it, the dude from Get Short. Get Smart, whatever it was. Yeah.
They beat the shit out of him for beating him at that pool with
what
no
do you
stick.
sell?
With pool with no stick. That's what that looked like.
That was hilarious.
Hey, what's going on? Scrambles the Death Dealer in the house. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Happy Dinosaur 8000 also hanging in the chat. Yeah, they would never give a toy gun like that to a kid today. No, they wouldn't. Soul Assassin says that detective set needs a alcoholic toy to add the detective imagination. Curtis says a snub nose 38.
It could use a dame too.
All those kids have cancers now. Those green stickum caps probably gave cancer. It's a good possibility. And that private eye set needed a cigarette case as well.
Yeah, it did.
But
the commercial should have had like the kid's mom yelling at him. It was like, this Dave walks into my office. Timmy, throw out the garbage, you stupid asshole.
So I got to ask, were you worried? I said for slasher. I bet you thought for sure Gaylord was coming.
Gaylord is coming. Gaylord is coming. Gaylord is coming. Ring the bell. Gaylord is coming.
I got to keep you on your toes, man. You never know when the Gaylord commercial is going to hit. But Adam, man.
It would either be that or the fat kid that hated that kid taking his picture. It's one of those two.
Adam, all on you, buddy.
All right, man. Well, what do you know? We got a package from the PWO today, and in said package would just happen to be this Starscream right here. Hold on, give me one moment. I set it somewhere. There it is. Aha! There's the light. So there we go. Front and side. I mean, look, you can't really get much. I mean, this is so. Here we go, yo. The Robin's new. Yeah, we've got the duck. There's a hole there. I wonder where that beautiful card might be going. I really, really wonder. Yes, I wonder why. So yeah, we have quite a few, as you can see. But this isn't the fun stuff. The fun stuff's yet to come. I'm hiding it. Look, we've got Bane. We've got, yes, we have it because Trina needs the gold in the wrestling, and we've got the wrestling with the Stone Cold. What a savage with some gold. Yes, this is fun. I know. This is what I do. I set it all up. But it was also, look, sometimes you just got to get a small Superman, okay? If you get a smaller Superman, you put him next to a bigger figure. Oh, look at that digital. Look at that Joker. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a pretty neat Joker.
Yeah. Now, these two I had in the desk before. Yes, I did. But those were the first two Mattels I ever got, were the Harley Quinn and the Joker there, which are still in the package. Mm-hmm. You know, we've got the little one up here. Are we ready for the fatality? Look, it doesn't get much cooler than this.
You got to zoom in.
Yes, Batman did not just decapitate. He took the arm off, both of them. Batman, you cannot mess with Adam West. See, he will just tear you limb from limb. Then the Joker's just being Jokerized. And then there's Superman.
Nice.
There you go, Trina. What do you think?
I just ripped the head off.
Fantastic.
Kryptonite, right? Like, isn't that the big FU to Lex? Hey, I got the kryptonite right here. And you hit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then
that Lex body's good. I like the green and purple.
Yeah, and we've got the black lights actually going, so it all kind of ties in. Now, Trina, your pick, left or right?
Left.
I knew she was going to do this to me. No. So as we go along down the hall, come with me for just a little minute. We were talking Bray Wyatt earlier, and
yes, we were.
There we go. There is kind of the lantern style like he had with the lights. I do apologize with the blue being very bright, but you've got your Savage and then Lesnar. And I can't stand Roman Reigns, but he's in there. And then the Foley. We've got the Foley set up over here. I mean, it's just the way it works in here. I didn't have this planned out or write a rhyme, but it just happens from time to time.
I need to get me a belt sometime. I gotta get me one of those Intercontinental titles.
Yeah, those are amazing looking.
There we go. And then we've got the heads, of course. See, I like the lights. I mean, you guys can't see everything in here. I can, but yeah, that's why we've got all the stuff that's signed.
Yeah.
The double Undertakers, because if you're gonna tag with your tag team brother and be the Brothers of Destruction, you've got to have more than one pick. But they are signed. I met the Undertaker signed. Kane, Angle, Foley. Yeah. Yes, Lulu. Look, she's not happy. She's big. It's always one of them, right? So the all important Roddy Piper with the Savage, and before The Rock sold out and became a piece of shit. We got to kind of skip here, so we'll jump. Here we go. I got to get around the dog food.
That's an awesome Savage figure right there.
Yeah, what do you have? 3 Savages or 2 Savages?
I have 3 because I had 2 because he didn't come with the belt. The back.
Right.
So yes, I did have 3. The one on
you're gonna have 4 Savage figures soon, Adam. Just letting you know.
So you kind of are getting a little bit of a here. We're gonna zoom in because this is pretty cool. Because Trina showed hers. I'm gonna show mine with the black light, and of course for you, Vinnie, the black light. But this isn't all. Like I said, I had to kind of move things around because as I was designing, I decided to have fun. We got to have fun. There's just not enough fun. So here we go. Ready?
Fun.
And boom.
Fun. The most fun the world's ever seen.
How do you like that?
Oh, shit. That is cool.
Oh, wow.
I like those claws. Very, very cool.
Claws. You've got the Deadpool with, of course, Cyclosis Frank. Vinnie's artwork. Yep. We've got the Batman. We've got the Tater mini heads. They're all up in here. They're going nuts. We've got
I love that skull down there.
Middle shelf is done.
That skull.
As Trina, because you were the first one to get this picture. I mean, they're barbecuing people up in here. That's what they would do. I've come up with that concept while we were watching Dexter, And again, it's just the fun that we all have together as a group. These are just inspirations. How I get everything up there. Look, we've even got a Cobra Commander. Because you have to. But I mean, these are just things that you have all seen. One of my favorite pieces. Oh, you son of a stupid flashlight. Yeah, look at that. Nothing like a Joker wallet with a little Vinnie.
That Joker, the big Joker, is that a piggy bank?
That is a cookie jar, my friend.
A cookie jar, okay.
Nice. Cookie jar, yes.
That's cool. Was that when the WB store was around?
Yes. Yes, it was. But yeah, with this here, this took a minute to come up with, and I thought it'd be a whole lot of fun to do something crazy. We're gonna go ahead and go all white here. So there we go. But yeah, just kind of, something different, right? Not we've got Cyclops over here. He's blasting it. Juggernaut. We've got all the tater heads fighting together because of the evil Juggernaut. We've got Mr. Castle. We've got, another.
Yeah, good lighting.
I've never had you and your brother's pieces together, but look, we actually have it.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Frank
do.
and Vinnie.
Those claws,
not,
man.
Not Frank.
No.
No, the other one.
No, Rocco.
You got to watch where you reach over there. You get stabbed by them claws right there.
Well,
right?
I mean, are you worried about the katana? Because, I mean, like, if you're going to put your katana, you got to put it by Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, again, a lot of this is just inspired. Of course, we have all of Vinnie's work, that you can buy as well. We've got Chris's, why not put the guys together?
Beautiful.
I thought it was fun, And again, when else are you going to see some Mortal Kombat style stuff coming from here? I mean, this just, to me, it just screamed, do it. Do it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And, put the smaller one on the chair.
Who did that chair come with again?
So, yeah, and I mean, all the way to, size does matter. That's why we've got a 6.5 foot mannequin sitting down here taking, showing off the PWO.
No. Shaw, man, I had a question. What did that chair come with? The one that the Joker's buy?
That came with the this one, the other Lex, because he doesn't come with a cape. And this one was missing the shoulder pads from McFarlane. It didn't have the head peg, so I just turned him into.
Oh wait, is that chair? Is it that what was it?
The Omni chair or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that's what that was.
That's what
I think you could get that.
Yeah,
I think you can get that for $10 on Big Bad Toy Store. The Lex
15.
and the chair.
Oh, okay.
15. Yeah.
15.
That's
yep.
Cool.
I got them on eBay shipped for 15.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Vinnie saw the prices I paid. Vinnie, am I crazy or was I not getting one hell of a deal?
Oh yeah, the one the last one you sent me, it was 3 figures for like the price of 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, we go all the way down, baby, all the way down, all the way up with the Christopher Reeves that nobody likes, but it does look good with the black lights, as you all know. But yeah, and this isn't even everything because my Big Bad Toy Store stuff that was supposed to be here did not make it. But yeah, see, it's that one right there in the middle. He comes with the chair.
Yep.
But yeah, and of course Metallo because he's pretty bad.
Metallo, the green and red, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that on the Tord site.
Yep, the Tord site. But
son of a bitch,
I know.
man.
You gotta have him. You love him. There was only one man that ever played Buzz Lightyear.
I got the Jack Sparrow of that line. He's pretty cool looking.
They got so many of them that look pretty good. But yeah, and this is just now. I mean, the whole through his jaw.
Is that Cyborg? Who's that?
No, that's the same one.
That's Brainiac. Okay,
Brainiac, bro. Yeah, I got my Brainiac.
No, I don't have that Brainiac. The Brainiac I have
looks good.
The Brainiac I have is a page puncher, and it's the all robot one.
I thought that one looked pretty cool. I was actually going to get it.
Does
that robot one? There's a variant of the robot one where it's the robot body, but he has the green face.
Okay,
this son of a
$16 right now, I think, on Amazon. Brainiac is 16 on Amazon.
Did someone say tuna fish?
Yeah. There you go, Tommy. Like I said, you're everywhere. These are the little one. Look, it got a little flash, and it came right in the flash corner. So
hey,
Captain
Boomerang, awesome.
Yeah,
those.
But I mean, look at that. This put everything together today. When I got the package from Tommy,
wait,
I was able to throw it.
Wait, get back in there. I want to see that Harley Quinn, the green and purple one.
Oh wow!
Cool.
Yeah, that paint job's pretty sweet on that one.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only one I didn't end up getting an extra one yet of.
Yeah, the paint job.
Unfortunately, the Hush. But yeah, she was good. Now, what sucks is the figure of the Joker, who we do have over here. that whole stomach is nothing but rubber. There's no there's no plastic. There's no nothing. It's just rubber.
Yeah,
rubber belly. So yeah, it's one of the ones you want to leave in the package. Where Batman has the actual regular belly.
He's solid. Yeah.
Yeah. And
so you got those Captain Boomerangs. Did you pick up the Deadshot that they just put out?
No, I got these ones.
It looks good. That one. Oh, okay. Yeah, deal with these. Okay.
Yeah.
That Deadshot that came out looks fucking awesome.
Try
Yeah,
20.
I think that Deadshot actually broke street date. I don't think it's supposed to be officially out till like next month.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Well, you know, when I got a lot of tuna to buy, so I got to put these figures out sooner. I got a book called Spawn.
Spawn.
Tell me, if you're gonna have black lights, isn't this the way to go? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, have a little bit of fun with it. You know, get what you love.
I feel like we're lost in a toy store.
I know.
And but you've seen my gym, Vinny. You know it's not just this room.
Yeah, I know.
You son of a. I mean, it
was mentioned again.
All right, I don't know. This is more like if you drop acid and went into a toy store. This is like fucking.
Yeah.
Especially when he's moving the camera around. It's like a fucking scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
All right, so this is for you, Trina, because you love the closet so much. Well, you think the closet.
What do you
was
mean by that?
Wait, no, that was Bert. Remember? It was Bert that loves.
Well, she liked it because it was like the tortoise. But look, man, it's just like that underneath my desk as well.
Oh shit! What toy figures do you have there?
Those are the ones that are open.
Oh, okay.
He's got the Macho Man Slim Jims.
Yes. I mean, you know, but those are Legos in the boxes and there's stuff buried back there. I mean, it goes all the way.
But Adam,
all the way.
What the hell did you mean by I love the closet so much?
The tortoise. You said that the closet was like the tortoise. So I said, you just like that. Here you go.
The
tortoise.
Oh, the tortoise. Yeah, the
tortoise. Not tortoise.
That's Todd's version of the TARDIS. The TARDIS.
It's the
That's
TARDIS.
right. I'm going to get my next.
I do in fact rule, guys.
Yeah. My next license I'm going to get it's going to be Dr. What.
But yeah,
built toward tough.
We have a lot of fun, and that's what we do.
Oh shit!
For all of you. It just keeps on going and going and going.
We're getting Inception out of that TV as well.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Oh man, that was wild.
But yeah, that's literally. I can't walk around anymore. I'm getting too dizzy. It's hot in here. No, this is where I spend my time having fun. And again, I'm glad to be able to share it. I did get quite a few new pieces that I got to add. So it was really cool. And then with Tommy. Thank you so much for the man. I've been waiting on that Starscream, so I'm glad to finally have one.
Thank you, because like I said, I've been in financial trouble for a hot minute right now, and I mean that's 100% helping me out between a couple people on the panel today. I'm not going to mention unless they want to mention, but I really do appreciate it. It's definitely helped me out of a very bad situation, and I'm not the person to sit there and run a go grift me for over that shit. So I'd rather find stuff to sell and actually try to pull myself up by my own bootstraps instead of sitting there crying about things are tough all over and I need a new computer. Buy it for me. Nah, I'm sorry. It don't work like that with me. I'm going to find some way to get myself out of the damn situation, because that's what a real person does. The phonies could sit there and cry for money if they want, but Jesus, no thank you. But appreciate it, Adam. Shifty, awesome. Did you have something that you wanted to go with? Or
if anybody could play that link right there in the private chat.
Can somebody else pull it up? Because I won't have any sound if I try to grab it.
1 sec. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I appreciate all the tour jokes too, guys. That is a thing on this channel. In case anybody's wondering, the minute Tuna, Todd, or Tord is mentioned, or even stuff like Tortoise, when that shit, I just mentioned it myself. Son of a
exactly.
Tuna
goes up.
Tord Todd
with the tortoise in the closet.
He's the triple T.
Triple T. Triple.
Hey, this is pickup video number 2, and that same guy that I bought the Batman from, he had this up for sale, and I got it for under retail. And this is actually one of the 3 Marvel Legends Iron Man figures that I wanted. I wanted this one, the Silver Centurion, and the 80th anniversary. The 80th anniversary is a little bit too pricey for me right now, but maybe I could get a cheap one later on. But yeah, this one, he's a little bit cheap looking. He doesn't have a lot of paint detail. That's just molded plastic, folks, outside of maybe some gold on the biceps. Makes him look kind of cheap, doesn't really pop like the other Iron Man figures do. But nonetheless, it's a cool design. This was designed by Alex Ross. This is the Mark 70, and he basically took the classic Iron Man design and
that's like the 70s
kind of
design,
updated.
right?
He put some little mini arc reactors on all the joints. Let me see if we can. There you see one on the elbow, and he put some on the hips and down the boot. Pretty cool design. I don't like Iron Man suits that are just loaded up with bullshit. I like to keep it simple. I like when they keep it simple, and this one's nice, and he looks great when you take him out and pose him. At some point, I'm going to have to get me a flight stand and take advantage of these blast effects, and he got some smoke trails down there. He's going to look pretty cool. Yeah, but like the molded plastic, you can paint them up. I'm not going to do that, but I'm thinking about, somebody had mentioned on YouTube and had shown off where they took one of those Gundam pens where you detailed the lines, and it just got a black pen and just darkened up all the lines in the suit. But the problem is, I read on Amazon that on some plastics, they never dry. They'll smudge. So I'm going to have to see if I need to finish it, or I don't know. I'm a rookie at that stuff, but I may detail them at some point. But I need to get a flight stand, pose him up, and he's going to look badass. Cool figure. Iron Man, Marvel Legends, Mark 70.
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of paint, because you mentioned that Batman, you were thinking about painting his shorts. Yeah, you got to be careful with that too, because it's that rubbery material that they have for the kind of part of them.
I've ran into some situations. I had a cheap Superman figure, and I found out awfully quick the soft plastic, the paint will not stick to that. You have to prime it. You have to sand it. You have to do some things to get it working.
Yeah.
Well, the number one thing when you're looking for a lot of those markers, so you want to look at them to see if they're like water based or if they're actually enamel. So if you get the ones that say enamel on them, they're the ones that are going to harden.
Okay.
Because that's what I use to do in customization on all my battle bots. And because those things actually have weapons that are hitting each other, if I use the water based shit, that flakes and breaks right off unless I put a clear coat over top of it. So most of the stuff I try to use is enamel based.
So even on that rubbery kind of material, it should hold.
Yeah. If it's enamel, because the enamel, it's got like that hard coating that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I have a silver paint pen that I found out it'll stick to the soft plastics. So I'm thinking if I get some different colored pens, I can do it some detailing that way. But these are like really fine tip pins that people use for those Gundam models, and they go over every one of the lines of the robot, and it looks phenomenal if you do that to this Iron Man.
I've seen some people do it with there's a couple of Spider-Man figures that have like they put the grooves in, but they didn't paint his webbing.
Yeah.
And I've seen people do that with those Gundam pens, and it holds. So that type of plastic works. I don't know if it's similar to the Iron Man one, but you might be all right.
So, okay, so I have a question now. When I showed the Vincent Price figure, and you know how it's got that hairline that's kind of, it's not painted right. What kind of paint do you recommend for that?
I would even I'd go with a regular like a paint marker could work too. You get them at any hobby shop because
Most of those paint markers are enamel too. So if you go to some place, and this is what I'm going to suggest, and I'm sure Vinny will understand where I'm going with this. If you're going to go look for a paint marker that's going to be fine detail, you're not going to go to your like one of your regular stores. You want to go to something like maybe like a Hobby Lobby or maybe like a Michael's and look for a super fine point enamel paint marker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a good.
It's got to be enamel. Won't that be shiny?
Well,
it's not really that shiny because do you get those things in gloss or you get them in flat? The enamel is just that coating on top of it. It's just like a clear coating they put on most figures. Some of the clear coating is glossy, some of it's not. It's like a matte clear coating.
Okay.
So. Yeah, some of them are like that. Yeah, but even for something like the Vincent Price, even if you get like an acrylic paint, because the type of plastic and the paint that they use for NECA, you should still be fine with that. So you get like what is it, like a 50 cent? Was it like his hair's like brown? The one that has like that they went. They didn't paint all the way.
I think it's the gray. Oh, now I can't remember. Is it the gray and the brown? Yeah.
Either way, yeah. If you get a gray or a brown that matches that, Hobby Lobby they're like 50 cents.
At Walmart they're 50 cents too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And just get like a regular kind of like thin brush or even like a makeup brush if you want. Something that has like a fine tip to it, and you just get in there. It'll dry right away, and you're good. You're golden.
Okay.
And if you need any tips, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube. I've been looking at them here and there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, let me show. Well, we mentioned Transformers before, so this was kind of a long time in the making on this one. It's been a minute. He was sitting there, but I haven't done the review until today. So, but he's been out of the box for a long time. So here is Tommy's least favorite, I think, out of the 86 line. Here is that Bumblebee. So I just did a quick one for this guy. Vinnieart here, formerly designer of McFarlane Toys. Today I am reviewing the Transformers, the movie, 1986, Bumblebee. And I do not like when they have the figure that you could touch straight out of the box like that. There should be a plastic thing in front of it. But anyway, I believe this figure is way too pricey for the size. He should have been in a smaller packaging and less money. And I'll be showing you guys. So I think robot mode looks pretty good. Car mode, I am not sold on that. Something looks very off. Yeah, it has some elements of the cartoon, the movie, but it's not a bug. It's not. Look at all the empty space in this packaging. Ridiculous. This is what they charge us for, not for the figure itself. So here is Bumblebee's car mode, and like I said, as you can tell, it is small and not accurate.
It look like a bug.
It's not a Volkswagen bug.
Well, it's not a Volkswagen bug.
This is its own thing.
It's like a Mini Cooper.
By the way, you could kind of get his gun underneath if you want to store it somewhere. But yeah, and that's how he stacks up with the video game version. That
video game one's really sweet. I like that one.
But yeah, so that's what that looks like. So here he is in robot mode, and I guess the size is all right. This is the knockoff of the Optimus Prime from the Rise of the Beast movie. But I do like it. I think they did a really nice job with that one, being a bootleg. But anyway, yeah, I think overall, like, the robot mode looks really nice. The thing that's a little bit odd is like his ankle joints. That's where they put it. So when you are trying to pose him and stuff, and you want to get him like in those larger kind of poses, like that looks really odd, very strange. Like The engineering on that was bizarre. I understand, like, for the size of this thing, what they were going for, because like transformation, the engineering is pretty nice for getting him from robot mode to vehicle mode, but I think we suffer a bit on the legs and stuff. I think I prefer the Netflix. I think it was the Walmart exclusive version. That was a lot better, even though like the whole back part came off. You know, parts added kind of transformation. Still a fun little figure. If you get them on sale somewhere, I suggest picking them up. Maybe 7 out of 10.
Everyone. Yeah, that's the best I could give him, because like he had issues with his paint job as well, as you could see.
Yeah. Like when I did mine, the whole chest piece came off, and I had to glue it back on. The one other thing you were talking about, the ankles, I didn't care much for the ankles either. But what really bothered me is the placement of the knee joint on it. It was way too low. Like it's almost like right down, you know, towards the bottom of his feet. And I think if they would have placed that knee joint just a little bit higher, it would have looked a little bit better when you were bending his knees. That was the other issue that I had with it.
Because it was engineering, because the way that his legs flip over when he transforms, so it's flush and it's got like a 90-degree angle. Like that's why they did it where they did it. So like I see what you were saying, but yeah, I mean, would a figure that small, and because they didn't give him a proper shape of an actual Volkswagen Bug, it was even more tiny and boxy looking. Like there's a lot they had to cram in there. So, but that aside, like the paint job, like the windows, I would have preferred seeing like that bit of blue that we saw in the movies. But then like look at this coming down the side, like that yellow is like almost transparent. Like they didn't do enough coats of paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so we're seeing that brown plastic coming through. Like that pissed me off as well. Like if I had another 30 seconds on here, I would have been able to get into that more. But yeah,
well, you know, it's crazy. Here's what's crazy about it, and I know, you know, saying that they had a lot to pack in there is kind of a misnomer in a way, because if you look at the Origin one, they did a much better job on the Origin figure, and there was a hell of a lot more that they had to pack into that.
Okay, yeah. Well, like I said, for what they did in this design, I mean, I can't complain too much. It's still nice, and I like that he actually looks like the proper, you know, the Bumblebee when he's in robot mode. Like for me, that's the big part of it. The car mode is not the best, but like the head's really good.
You know, I get that too, and then the coloring and everything. Because with the Netflix, you got more of that darker, almost not quite an amber, but it's almost an amber type of yellow. And this is more of that canary yellow that Bumblebee is known for. But like that beetle form, like that doesn't even look anything like the original freaking Penny Racer style that Bumblebee was created.
It doesn't. So. It looks like a fucking Mini Cooper.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah. I have a Mini Cooper version of a Bumblebee that's based off one of the cartoon ones, and that was really nice. They put like a black racing stripe on them. That one's pretty cool. I think
it's probably Volkswagen. They probably are really strict about their licensing.
That's what it's got to be.
But they had given the license out already to them like 3 times.
Yeah, because they did it for the Netflix. The Netflix version is 100% a freaking Volkswagen Beetle.
That one is. We have that character from the Rise of the Beast. He's a Volkswagen van, and they also have the Stranger Things van, which is also a
Wheeljack. Wheeljack was the Volkswagen van.
Oh yeah, in the movie, yeah. So we have at least 3 or 4 times that they use it. And in fact, the Stranger Things one, you had 2 licenses on that figure. So it's Volkswagen and Stranger Things that they pulled into that. So I don't think that was the issue. It's whatever, because in the movie he does look kind of odd. He doesn't look proper either when he's in this car mode. So I don't know. It is what it is. But like overall, like I couldn't take too many shots. Like if his chest came off, I would have been like Tommy. This thing would have got like a 5.5 or a 6. But I gave him a 7 because it still is kind of fun. The transformation's pretty. It's pretty nice for what they have. I just wish the car mode looked better. But,
yeah.
Yeah, again, I got them around the same time that Tommy did, so I kind of held off on that review until tonight. But the one I wanted to show you, and this is the one that, had I not gotten this guy, I would have probably ended up getting that Van Helsing. But I really like the Seekers, and there's only one of this guy, and he's slightly older. So I'm like, you know what? Let me pull the trigger on him. So yeah, here is Ramjet, and yes, you're gonna see a Primus thing here we got going.
Guys, I gotta drop. Thanks for the. Sorry, I showed up late and I'm dropping early.
It's all good, man.
No problem. I got
Night,
it.
No problem, Slasher.
Yeah, man.
You have a good one, buddy.
Thanks
Later.
again, buddy.
Later.
So yeah, so here we go with Ramjet
on toys, and today I have Transformers Legacy United Ramjet. Now he's a guy I kind of passed up a few times at GameStop. He's the only one they had left in the store. I really wanted him, but you know how it goes with our collection's getting so big now, and you know, too much money going out the window. But I love the Seekers, and yeah, this guy looks great. He does use the same mold, the primary mold as Starscream. There are some changes, but we'll get into that when I do this review. So I hope you guys will enjoy this one. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and let's get into this. Looking good, looking good. I wish the articulation was a little bit better, but there is no waist turn, obviously, because of transformation. But still a fantastic figure. So here he is in jet form. I think he's looking pretty good. Again, the Seekers, they have a really cool design to them. I like it. Just by changing the wings up, I mean, it looks like almost a totally different jet. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, there are some differences in the transformation, so I'll get to that. But here is how he compares with Prima Prime. I know a lot of people are crying because I'm not calling him Prima Prime. It's spelled Prima on the box, so that's Prima. And that's feminine, meaning of first. So that's what he was. If it was spelled Pry-Ma, then you got your Prima. But it's not. It's spelled for Prima. So get off my dick. So all joking aside, because again, it's just a toy line. People, please grow up. As we're playing with toys and transforming them as adults. Anyway, here is Ramjet in his robot mode, and he looks really cool. So again, I'm a collector. I've been a fan since the original cartoon. So yeah, I like all this stuff, what they've been doing. And there's a couple of repaints of this character as well. But yeah, that's how he stacks up. You know, here we go. Because he is the first bearer of the matrix of leadership. So there you go. Again, first, you know, he should have been called Primus. I don't know, or Primus is the planet. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Cool, very cool figure, cool character. Check out the review if you want to see him. He's another quick one, but yeah, these guys are awesome. Although there is something to point out here, he does have an issue with this joint does not bend all the way properly. I hope it doesn't break. It's very odd. It's springing back. Yeah, QC issues. Hey everybody, this is Vinnie.
And that was really disappointing because he could transform just fine. The right arm is fine. That left one, there's a problem going on there. So he can't get to the full bend.
Gap
Vinnie,
After Dark adds in Primavera Ginzo and Parmesan Prime.
Vinnie, I love it. I love it. Grow up. Now let me play with my Transformer toy.
Okay. So there's a few problems with this figure.
Yeah.
I mean, besides a QC figure with the arm, and it's probably because they're using that cheap rubbery shit that they used on a few of the other jets that they've done in the past, like from the Fall Cybertron video game version. But he's got a few problems. So they don't have the wings or fins in the back of his jet mode. So they even got it in the picture. See the elongated fins that are coming off those back tail thrusters?
Yeah.
They weren't present on the figure. Also on the back, he's supposed to have 2 stabilizing wings in the back that are black that are not present on the figure. And then the third thing that's wrong is they're using the same type of blaster that some of the other Seekers like Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream had. He's supposed to have these big giant missile launcher type of weapons that are on him. And then the last thing that they messed up on is his hands are supposed to be black. They're not supposed to be white.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. So Tommy, what's your score on him?
I would say with all the misses on the coloring on this thing, I would drop this one down to probably a 7. See, like those fins that they got in the back, they're way too short. And there's no back tail fins that should have been present on the figure. I just don't know how they
the back
missed that
tail
spot.
ones. Yeah, it just hit me. Wow. Son of a bitch.
I mean, other than that, he looks decent, but especially with a QC problem on the arm too, on top of that. Yeah, I would say that's probably like a 6.5, maybe 7, depending on how well everything else works on him. But there's quite a few misses on that, and it's more than a little disappointing because the one Ramjet I have, the colors are some wacky colors that they just threw together on the Hasbro Pulse release of them. And I did a review, and he didn't have any issues whatsoever as a figure, none.
Yeah. Well, that's good then. It's weird. It's just that little bit, like he could bend his arm a bit, but he can't get that full motion that you saw was going on there. But there's no like really rubbery kind of plastic on him. It's just that one joint on that elbow. But so the Pulse one you have, he has the proper cannons.
I believe he does. Don't quote me on it. It's been a hot minute since I had him out. And good night. Good night, Happy. Thanks for joining.
Have a good night, Happy.
Night.
I would have to double check because the original one had these huge cannons, and I'm not saying they should be as big and ridiculous as they looked on the G1 toy, but at least give us something that actually looked like the weapons that he was known to have.
Right. The other question I had too. So his wings, he had the correct stuff going on with the wings.
Well, the red wings, they're pretty much the same. I think that the original they were a little bit longer. I mean, I realize why they would have to cut it down for something like this. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with the omission of the other rudder wings and everything that should have been in place, and they just didn't put it on there. And like I said, the black hands too.
See, that's weird. If they released them already with wacky colors and the mold was proper, why would they change that?
Probably because they've re-released that same exact mold multiple times with like cloud cover and the rainmakers, and you can go on and on with all the different Seekers that they've re-released. Not to mention they've done like four Starscreams now at this point. Yeah.
Shit. Now I'm kind of like, like I said, had I gone to the Best Buy first, I would have probably ended up getting Van Helsing instead of this guy, but. I mean, he still looks great on the shelf. I love those colors, the black and the white like that. And it won't take much to paint his hands if I wanted to.
No. It's just a shame that there were some omissions. And Godzillionaire, that Metal Hawk figure, he was one I wasn't overly familiar with because he was a Japanese release. He was was he a Power Master or a Target? He was a Power Master, I believe it was. Or no, wait a minute. No, he was a Pretender. He was a Pretender, and they did a damn good job capturing the way that Pretender looked while it not being a Pretender. I thought they did a damn good job, and I was overall surprised at how well made that figure was. It wasn't something that I was initially looking at, but after I dug into the history of it a little bit more, I was like, oh, okay, Japanese release. That's why I don't remember it quite as well, but yeah, that was a damn nice figure. Pretender for the Master Force, yes.
Very cool.
Awesome stuff. I got something to kind of follow that up real quick, and then after I got 2 things to show, and then I'll pass it back over to Shifty. Somebody have to bring up his link in there when we're ready. But there's something in here that kind of piggybacks off Transformers, kind of. But we're gonna get into a toy break right here. Show you what the old pig was digging into today. So on this toy break, we're taking a look at some of the oddball shit. I've got a Spock clock right there. Got a few Star Wars games inside here. We have some of my little Battlestar Galactica stuff, including the little Vipers that went with the launcher base. Cylon. Got Moffat, Daggett, another Cylon in there. A couple of the smaller ships, including the Centaurian ship underneath, and the Build-A-Ship. A few different pieces for it. The Scarab, which I still have the box, even though the box is in piss poor shape, but it's got the Scarab right there. I think we got the Centaurian box or the Viper box sitting there. There's a card figure that my dad had. It's like a movie limited edition one. Oh shit, can't even really see it very well. A big ass doll. And then last thing I think I got stuffed in here, besides another Star Wars Monopoly game, is a Pez dispenser set with the original crew from Star Trek. And we are taking a look at Man of War from the GoBots Machine Robo number 54 that came out in 1985. Still in really good shape. This guy is in excellent shape. Like, all the colors are there. I'm not sure if there was any stickers on this guy, but all the paint and everything on this thing is in excellent condition. And yeah, there we go. Once again, kind of dispelling the myth that all GoBots were super cheap. This guy was actually made very well and is in excellent condition with very tight joints on him after all these years. Stop with the GoBot hate, guys. Just stop with it. Yeah, man. Yeah, the freaking that GoBot. Oh, man, I love that one. I love it. It's in perfect shape. And I couldn't remember there were stickers. The only stickers they actually have is they have like a battleship number on the front, and both of those stickers are still on that damn thing. It looks like it literally was just pulled out of the package in 1985.
Sweet.
I'm amazed at all the stuff you pull out of those totes. I mean, I never expected you'd have that many Battlestar Galactica figures and stuff. That's nice.
Yeah, I see a couple people. Gap was like, "Ooh, Battlestar." I know Battlestar's. He's done a few videos with Battlestar stuff. Cotton says, "Dig out all the Battlestar stuff." Yeah, I will eventually. I got to figure out where the hell I put the launcher at. I still have the launcher somewhere, and the really stop cool motion. I'm working on it here and there. I'm starting to get a little better with it. It's just very time consuming. I mean, just that little 10-second clip probably took me a good, I don't know, 25 minutes. Because you got to keep repositioning and repositioning shot. It takes a little bit. And yeah, the Sulu Pez dispenser is weird in retrospect.
Nice.
But yeah, I figured that would kind of like fall off the back of the heels of the Transformer stuff. And I got one more thing to show off, and then I'm going to pass it on over to Shifty. Mm-hmm. Here we go with old school toy time, digging out some more of the older stuff, and something that Shifty had mentioned before is going to be included in this one. So here we go. Here we go with a little old school toy time. Don't have many left of my old Kenner Star Wars collection, but I do have a few right here. We got Amon, the bounty hunter from The Return of the Jedi, an easily missed character, and of course we got this cloaked Jawa. Somewhere I think I still have the weapons for him. Amon came with just this weird gangly staff with like skulls and everything on it, and of course the Jawa came with his little ionizer blaster for the robots. And last week we were talking with Shifting. He was talking about California Raisins, and I mentioned a watch. So here goes that California Raisins watch right there. Still in really good condition. And you just go ahead and you lift them up, and there is the digital watch underneath. Everything's in really good condition. I'm pretty sure if I could find a way to replace the batteries, this thing would probably still work. But there you go, California Raisin digital watch. When every product had some kind of digital watch. We've talked about this one before in the past. Oh yeah, muscle. Millions of unusually small creatures lurking everywhere. A big giant bag of these guys, and I know there's more of them in the back, but tons of muscle figures. So, showing that off, what we were talking about, Zybots. That's right, Zybots. Now, I've showed off the Bug Zybots before. The standard color was black, is the one I've shown off before. These are the later releases with the much brighter colors, neon colors, and just really nutty look to them. They didn't have a lot in the way of articulation. The arms would move a little bit. This guy head turns just because it's part of transformation. These were made by Buddy L in 1984 on the back of the Transforming Robotic Craze. And of course, like many other Buddy L's, they had the wind-up motor for them when they were in their bug form, so they would race across the tabletops. Guys, remember these Zybots?
Oh my god, dude. You whipped out your muscles. I was getting ready to whip out my muscles tonight. I got a whole popcorn can full of them. I'll have to get them out next week. I got them all situated and stuff in bags.
Oh, remember when they used to come in the little plastic garbage pails?
Well, see, I never bought none new. My friend would used to sell me like a little sandwich bag full of them every other day in middle school for $4. I'd use my lunch money to buy muscles, and that's how I got them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I remember you were talking about the California Raisins, and I was saying the watch, and I was like, I knew where it was, and I was like, yeah, I got to dig that out and show that off too.
Was that sold at Hardee's or Carl's Jr., or did you get that in the store?
You know, I cannot recall exactly where that one came from. I do not remember.
Most of their merch you had to get at Hardee's or Carl's Jr.
Really?
I wish I could remember.
We'll have to look into that. Yeah, but those muscles, man. I tell you what, I need to get me a whole bunch of little baggies and put everyone I got into a little baggie, see if I can individually sell them. But I think if I was buying that many baggies, because I got a ton of them, somebody would probably think I was dealing drugs or something.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't be too far off here because this is plastic crack that we're.
Yeah, really. I mean, come on, man. I'm here to get some muscles. How many are you gonna put in a bag? How much for a bag of 50?
Right? We all get that itch right now.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Hulk Hogan's showing up at your door, and you're getting the wrong type of muscles. Got to tell you, I still have 2 muscle garbage cans. He said the lids broke off, but I still have them. Cool.
Nice.
Are you trying to tell us something? Hogan popped up at your house.
They had a little wrestling ring, and then they had the championship belt where you could store them in.
I have the championship belt in the back.
Oh.
And in the center, it used to have it has a clear plastic cap that goes over top of it, and you pop the cap off, and it's got a mini ring in there. It's right on the middle of the belt, and then on the side of the belt, instead of having like the placards like most belts have, you would get these little plastic like lidded cans that you can put your extra muscles in when you put the belt on. Well, I showed it off. I showed it off once before a long time ago when I did a muscle segment. Matter of fact, I think it was Red Gaze I had on at the time because he was huge in the muscles and he lost it like seeing all those things.
Man, I tell you, if you can dig that out and put it on like next week or something, that'd be sweet.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sure I still have the old video somewhere. I could just grab the old video.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How many bots are there? Yeah. GoBots, Zybots. There was a bunch of different companies that were doing them. There were tons of different ones. Failed one by Knickerbocker was called Mysterions, and they wound up getting bought out by Takara, of all companies.
He said Knickerbocker.
Yeah. There was a whole thing where I talked about that, where they were trying to say, Gears and Huffer and all them were made for the Mysterions line because they supposedly had artwork. Well, it's kind of funny because the same time they were trying to go into production for them, Takara had already produced them, and they were putting them out in the Tokyo Toy Fair. So, yeah, I think what happened is this is speculation. I think that the Knickerbocker company actually probably stole it from Takara and then tried to race it into production and get it out first. And they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. And that's how Takara wound up buying out the company, because they went bankrupt right after that. Because they had a cartoon plan with Sunbow. And within a week or 2 weeks of them planning the cartoon, it had to get canceled. Next thing you know, Transformers is over on Sunbow. So, and Gap had to leave. I hope you have a good night, Gap. Thanks for being in and hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Sweet.
Yeah.
So, Shifty's got he's got
another Tord video. I'm sorry.
Tord. Do it. Tord rules. There you go.
Hey, it's Shifty back with my third and final pickup video this weekend. This is an auction score on eBay. I got this for a little over $11 total.
Oh, nice.
I dig them. I got some issues, but I still dig them. This is a Black Adam Page Puncher's Batman figure. I had to crack him out the box because a lot of glare on those particular packages, and I'm in a kitchen with no curtains, so it was glare city. I had to give you guys a better look at this figure because there's one issue that I think sets the whole figure off for a lot of people, and anyone that's reviewed the figure has mentioned this first and foremost. Tord, he chose a green-hued gray for the armor, which is kind of odd. I don't know if it's exactly picking up in this light, but it's more apparent in real life. It's a green hue to the armor there. Well sculpted. I do think this is one of the better grounded, tactical looking Batman figures that he's put out. But yeah, it's an odd color choice. I understand it kind of, but I've seen people repaint this with a gunmetal gray, and it looks so much better. And for $11, I may do that at some point because I didn't sink a lot of money into it. I mean, it is a cool figure. Otherwise, well, outside of these huge ass thighs, there are glued on armor plates all around it, but it just makes it look so bulky. I think if you swapped out those for some wrinkled pants and then painted it up, it would look so much better. Cool figure otherwise, though. The head sculpt's nice. I do think, even though it's a bulked up body, I think the head is just a little bit small. You probably could swap out that for a larger head, and it would look a little bit more appropriate. But for $11, I think this is a pretty decent pickup. I wouldn't have paid $25 for it for sure, but 11 or 15, I would have gave 15 for it. But yeah, that's all of my pickups this week, and maybe I'll have something next week. I don't know. But until then, this is Shifty signing off.
Yeah, this Batman is based off that artist Lee Brahoma or something like that. I don't know how to say the Spanish names properly, but that dude, he did the Batman Noel. So if you're familiar with that book,
which I have that one, it's badass.
It's a fantastic book. He basically did the kind of that Scrooge story, like they recreated it. So and Batman gets he has he has a bad fever and he's trying to catch the Joker on Christmas. So he's tripping balls on certain points. So like the ones who visit him or help him are like Catwoman, Superman. I forgot who the other one was. Maybe was it Poison Ivy? I forget. But yeah, he has those encounters. So instead of having like, you know, the ghosts of Christmas past, you know, present and future, like they replace them with other characters. But it was a really cool story. So if you haven't seen it,
okay,
yeah, his artwork is fantastic, and you'll appreciate this figure more because it's very much his design.
Huh.
Awesome pickup too, like a freaking steal.
Yeah, for $11.
You and Adam's getting the steals. I mean, I've gotten a few steals myself. You know, shopping around, looking at some of these places, but holy crap!
Yeah.
Well, it was an auction. So you know, I'm not very lucky on the eBay auctions unless it's like picking up Star Wars lots of figures. Don't have a really good track record. I usually get outbid in like the last 5 seconds. So, you know.
Well, the secret is you don't put your max bid in until like the last 3 seconds.
Uh-huh.
And then you win.
Well, if you got a good computer.
Yeah.
If you got a bad computer or a bad internet service, you got to absolutely be doing it at the 5 second marker. You have no open L.
Yeah, I'm on the fiber now, so maybe I can get in there a little bit quicker. So,
oh, good for you.
Well, I'm sorry. I know you got the bad internet, but
well, we're talking Batman, so I had to do a Bale impersonation.
Soul Assassin was who's the radio voice? Can you say hi? I'm Troy McClure. You might remember from some reviews like those ain't 8-inch or Tommy Scourge of the toy aisles. And Curtis was given a breakdown of all the different bots that they had out, and they had tons of them in the 80s. Yeah, you forgot one. You forgot the Star bots, Curtis. They came with Kellogg's cereals.
Yep.
But by the way, I just noticed I wasn't subscribed, so now I'm subscribed to you now. What the hell? There we go.
Oh, me?
Wow, Vinnie.
Yeah, I'm showing him like, wait a minute, I didn't hit the button.
Man,
That's okay.
You really pulled a toward on that one.
It was all the tuna. The mercury got to me.
I'm just. Go ahead.
What you're saying is Vinnie torted it?
I toured McFarlane it.
I love how that's canon on this stream now.
Right? Oh my God, you have a Justin Trudeau figure?
What?
Who?
Yeah.
Where?
Yo, you didn't know that? Here, hold on. I'll show you.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they also forgot McChangeables, Curtis.
Yeah, look right here. You have a kit bash, but that looks like
No, that's Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible.
He's not wearing one of those Indian turbans and a brown face.
He's not wearing pink.
Yeah, and that's a J. Jonah Jameson head. I put it on an Imperial officer body.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, his neck's a little bit long though.
Oh yeah. If you hollow it out, I don't know. That looks cool though.
Yeah, but you know what I did to make that Tom Cruise figure? I took a Tomax head and I put on the J. Jonah Jameson body, and he looks like Ethan Hunt.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's funny. For back here, I didn't zoom in. I didn't play it yet. So I was like, that looks like Justin Trudeau. Why did he do that? It says Ethan Hunt though. I'm making presidential figures.
Well, hey man, we gotta have fun with them, right? I mean, you saw me customizing Mortal Kombat style, so
he's like Castro's boy. I'm like,
Castro's boy.
That was weird. Oh, yeah,
some Castro.
Oh yeah, there's your Jack Sparrow. Oh,
random potato wedges there, but in the middle of all the figures.
Can you embiggen the
this one?
Jack Sparrow? Yeah.
I
believe you didn't embiggen the potatoes.
I believe this is the one that my brother sculpted.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there might be two versions. Did he come with like a part of the ship?
Yeah, and mine, I ordered that one and it didn't come with it, and I got a discount.
Okay, that's the figure.
Her mateys, they say dead men tell no tales, but men who order things from Amazon and don't receive what they ordered, they have plenty of tales to tell.
And I have one of those tails today because I ordered a Disney Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tail No Tails Jack Sparrow collectible action figure from Diamond Select Toys. And Amazon didn't realize that there's a variant of this figure that includes a diorama base that looks like a part of a ship deck with a railing. And they have that listed as being included with this particular figure, but they didn't realize there's a regular version, which I got. And every time that, a third party seller comes in and sells their inventory, a new one pops in, and then a new one pops in, and they may not have the same version as being listed because that's the only one listed on the site. And I fell into that trap today or the other day when I ordered this from Amazon for $15. Still worth it though, even without the diorama. There is a problem with the extra hand there. It's totally attached to the sword. So if you want to put the sword in the sheath, you're going to have to totally rip the sword from the hand. And I think it's a defect. People are saying that the paint from the sword dried to the hand and it's stuck. So, and when you try to pry it loose, it kind of rips some of the paint away. So you're either going to have to paint the hand or paint the sword afterwards. That is a problem. Still, really great detail on the figure. Doesn't really match the picture on the box, but It does. a lot of cases for action figures, that's just a common occurrence. Because I learned that the hard way with the Indiana Jones figures from Hasbro. The pictures in the box look way better than what you get inside the box. But yeah, still a really nice figure. Not a huge fan of the films, but I just, I dig Jack Sparrow as a character. I'm going to have him on the shelf next. I need to get me a King Shark and Aquaman and some other pirate themed toys. Hey, they have pirates in Star Wars now, so I can just, I'll have them all lined up, hanging out together. I need to get me a little jug of rum so he can have a hold in that. But yeah, a nice pickup. I think it's still listed on Amazon for $15. Diamond Select Toys usually makes high quality stuff. I got a cat figure from them. It's really nice. But $15 pickup, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, Amazon. Yeah. And he is really well sculpted. Props to your brother because he's a really nice figure. Super detailed.
Yeah, it's all the ZBrush. Nothing's hand sculpted. It's all done on the computer. But wow. It was pretty nice. I seen that. I seen the one that had the diorama.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe was it 2 years ago? Maybe.
I immediately emailed the company and they were like, "Oh, do you want to keep it?" I said, "I would like to keep it." They said, "Okay, we'll give you like $6 back." I said, "I'll take it."
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Give me my discount, mother.
Diamond Selects, though. I mean, I did see there was a little bit of a downgrade in some of the stuff they were doing. So I picked up the Enterprise NCC 1701, the original Enterprise. And I noticed later on when Playmates picked up that license and they started making the exact same one that Diamond Selects was doing. The only thing I think was different is the paint washes. Or the paint that they were using for Diamond Selects looked a little bit better, but otherwise it looked like it was the exact same freaking toy. I couldn't believe it. So I picked up the Enterprise 1701D from Next Generation, and it was basically the same quality as the Diamond Selects, which I was like, damn. Like, it's either Diamond Selects quality started going down or these other companies are just catching up with all of them.
Yeah, there are some Marvel figures that are real nice looking. It just depends. If it's everything looks different. But I mean, there's a Juggernaut, a really huge Juggernaut that they made. It looks great. They got a whole figure. It looks nice. They had a Colossus that came out like in the last year. It's super good looking figure. It just varies.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Colossus one, but I have seen the Juggernaut. One of these stores at the mall has them. It's like one of those like really overpriced shit everywhere in there.
Yeah.
But he is tremendous. That's a massive figure.
Yeah.
That Juggernaut is a beast. So yeah. It would look great with those Marvel Legends, but yeah, their whole scale, it's like 7 to 8 inch scale.
Yeah. The cap I got, it looks really nice, but it looks like they forgot to measure him out correctly, and they had to make his legs extra long to meet the 7 to 8 inch height. He's kind of but he still looks nice if you pose him right.
Yep. There's an Iceman that they released that looks incredible. He comes with like the big piece, like the kind of that he surfs on, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's impressive. It's very impressive. I was tempted, but I'm like he's way too tall compared to like a Marvel Legends though.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust that Captain Jack out sometime and do another video because I mean he looks really nice. He like I said, he doesn't look as good as the picture on the back of the box, but he really well designed figure.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I couldn't tell you like how articulation shit is because like I don't have it.
He seems a little bit stiff from the videos I watched, but he just looked nice sitting like positioned on the shelf. Like I said, I got to find me a little jug of rum or a little goblet so he can be, you know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the Hot Toys version of the Jack Sparrow. That thing is a masterpiece.
Nice.
It was the original one. He comes with the big wheel for the Black Pearl. That thing is wow, is that impressive.
Hey, what's going on, the Ancient One? I see Ancient One's hanging out in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good seeing you. But
I got one here for us. I think we're getting close to wind down time. We're closing in on the 3-hour mark. So
wow.
I do have a toy hunt. So there was a lot of interesting stuff I seen in a toy hunt. Some of the stuff, Vinnie, you've already showed, but there's a few other things I don't think you've seen yet.
Okay.
So once this runs through, I'll let me know what you already seen and what you haven't seen yet. So here we go.
A whole lot to talk about when you're talking about Marvel. They got a couple of these stores here, a few of these Marvel Legends. Not a whole lot. And then look at this thing from DC. Look at this ugly ass Swamp Thing figure. Like, this is just atrocious looking. See a few things from NECA right here. So they got this Gremlins, Evolution of the Gremlin, 40 years. It's kind of interesting, kind of neat. Got a stripe both as a Mogwai and a Gremlin, and a Gizmo right there. And then we got some more Eastman and Laird's turtles. Got Hunter Leonardo. They also got the Last Ronin, part of the Lost Years. So they got this April. Two of the little turtle guys in it. Side-eye. I'm not sure I ever recall seeing this one. So there's another Michael Myers right here. The Curse of Michael Myers. Yeah, I don't recall seeing this one. Yeah, he's got a whole pack of needles on that one. Get in some of the reaction stuff. So there's a lot of clearances over here for some of the reaction stuff, including the Loyal Subjects and the Reaction Turtle figures, as well as some of the Batman animated stuff from McFarlane. So, got some discounts going on over here if you're looking for them. And now we're taking a look at NECA and their Toon Terrors Universal Monsters. Got the Mummy right there. That's a little bit difficult with the big plastic screen on there, but there's the Mummy. They also got the Wolfman. Not bad. Got Frankenstein. And they have Dracula. A few of them over here. This looks like it's a reboxed version. Dr. Jack Griffin, Invisible Man. I swear this looks slightly different than the original release, but I'm not sure. And then we got another Horror of Dracula Ultimate figure. Once again, this just looks like it may be a reboxed version of him. While there isn't a whole lot to talk about it as far as Ninja Turtles, this is like bare. It just got practically nothing here. Same thing with Motu. It hasn't really changed much. And they still have a few Street Sharks sitting up here, which is kind of surprising.
You
Gotta
had
bought them tiny chairs, bro. That'd be
yeah,
like, right in the cart.
I've only seen the Wolfman once. Never seen any other one. That Dracula is beautiful. They're all amazing, but
Okay.
Let's talk about my magical stores.
I need to. I have some questions. How much of those little? They look like Toonie Terrors. Is that what they are?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
how
what
much?
we're talking about. Yeah.
How much are those?
I forget what they are offhand because the prices always kept changing on those damn things. I don't know if they're back down to 15 or 16 or if they're back up to 19 again. I would have to look.
Yeah. Well, those Toonie.
I know at Walmart they're
all of them.
Oh, what was that?
I feel like I need all of them.
I know, right? I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, wait, who carries those? Because now I'm definitely. I mean, yeah, those were sick.
Bitch.
Nice.
Motherfucker.
Nice. That animated Joker, that's bringing that down to like $21 with that discount. I think he comes with 2 dogs too.
No, did he? No, I don't think he did. I think he just came with the arms for.
Did he? I thought he came with 2 Dobermans. That animated, the one with the hat and the suit. I
seen that one in stores. I don't remember having dogs. I know he came with. He had. It's a Build-A-Wave figure.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Enforcer guy.
Well, there was one that came with a couple of dogs. I was going to buy it one time, and I put it back on the shelf. So I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been a different one. I don't think it was that one.
So one of the things I wanted to ask you was that Dracula repack.
The
Christopher Lee.
The Christopher Lee one?
Yeah, that's a repack, right?
No, that's the one that I have.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought because I don't remember the box looking like that.
Yeah, no. The other box was Van Helsing, the one that I showed. But yeah, I have the Christopher Lee. I haven't done the review on him yet.
Good for you.
But yeah,
Good for you.
I will say I did like the little pack with the Gizmo.
Yeah.
Stripe and then Stripe as a gremlin. I thought that was pretty cool for a 40-year anniversary. And that Michael Myers, the Curse of Michael Myers, I don't remember ever seeing that one either.
No, I think that one's new.
Yeah,
yeah, because I've never seen that one.
Trina doesn't have it in her collection yet.
The 80s, the 80s 3-pack reminds me of the ones I used to have back in the 80s, or the 3-pack reminds me of the ones I used to have back in the 80s. I had a Stripe and the little Gizmo.
Oh, the LJN ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were cool.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that swamp thing.
Ugly as sin.
Yeah, if it was the green one, I'd buy it.
Big figure. I mean, I'd buy it for $15-20, but I bet you they wanted what, 40?
Yeah, it was ridiculously overpriced, and it was god awful ugly.
The green one's beautiful. There's like 3 different versions of the green one though. There's one where he's got like these giant kind of like tree antler things. There's the regular head, and then I think there was one other head.
Next time you go over there, scope out the wrestling figures. I want to see if you can get you got any of the blonde Psycho Sid still. I've never seen that in the wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really? Man.
What's funny is usually Target has a pretty limited selection as far as wrestling figures are concerned. But if I go to the one Walmart that doesn't have jack shit, like matter of fact, I was just in that Walmart today when I had to go pick up boxes for shipping. I looked in there; they got nothing for Transformers except the garbage ass Transformers 1 that's collecting dust on the shelves. They literally had nothing else. No Legacy United or anything. Nothing but that. But the wrestling figures, tons of them.
I think the one that Sid is part of, that Elite line, I think that's a Target exclusive wave.
It is, yeah. There. And I've ordered 4 different Sids, thinking I might get one, and I never got one. And I got the brown one. I'm fine with them. And they may reuse that head later on a cheaper figure. I'll just paint them up, get a cheaper figure, and just have a blonde extra head that I can pop off. But
did you return the other ones at least?
No, I kept one. I got to have one in my collection. So even if he has brown hair,
one at least, yeah.
But it sucks that the one that they should have as the regular figure They make him a chase like that. Vader that was released last fall, the one with like the solid red top, never got him. Never, and now he's going for like
here left and right.
40.
Depends on where you live, man.
Yeah. All they had was just the straight, the black one with the red stripes on the side. So I passed, but now I'm kicking myself because they're all going for 40 and up on eBay. But
I didn't realize that either with him, because I saw him the one time and I think it was on sale too. I'm like, I should have just got it.
yeah, and the next wave, there's really nothing really else. Well, they're moving up to the Attitude Era into the Ruthless Aggression Era with this next wave of Legends. So I don't really have anybody in this next wave that I want. So I got to take a break.
I don't even remember what that wave was.
It's Godfather. There's a Rosie. There's a ball-headed Angle and somebody else.
Oh, okay. Angle will probably sell for sure.
I sent that to the one group chat. So Soul Assassin DM something that maybe Trina would be interested in. So if you want to take a look at that, Trina, I tried to see if I could pull it up, and my computer with the internet is not allowing me to even open the second tab to try to open up Twitter.
Yeah, let me look.
Oh, dude. Okay.
What is it?
Oh, I can't share it.
Yeah, I'll share it. Oh, that's fantastic. They Live version of Barbie. Holy shit.
What?
That's awesome.
That is
my God.
Buy me. Hell yeah.
Is that an actual toy, or is that just like a spoof?
It's a spoof. Yeah.
It's gotta be a spoof.
Oh, dude. I wish that was real. I would buy it.
You're right. We'd all have a Barbie at that point.
Right?
But you got to make Ken, so he's the same way.
Yeah, the Ken as the male alien.
Yep.
Mugshot runaway girl who killed an elderly woman, stole her shoes, claiming it was an accident in 1939. Oh, fuck that. All right, that's funny. But yeah, that's some cool stuff. Holy
Agreed.
shit.
Missed opportunity.
Right?
I wonder if it's a Photoshop or AI.
I think it's Photoshop.
Yeah, it better be. I hate that I used to be good at AI and now everybody's just whipping up images in AI. Or I used to be good at Photoshop, and now AI is replacing all this. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
At least Photoshop took a small amount of skill to try to do. The AI stuff is all prompts. I see some of these. How can we put it? The slamming generals in the car door, bigger YouTubers sitting there touting that they're artists because they use AI. Give me a break, dude. Just stop. Just stick with your parody cosplay wannabe swordmaster shit and stick to that because you're no good at the rest of it. Ghibli AI art, that's some of that crap right there. I have one more thing to show off coming soon, and it's something that I wasn't planning on picking up, but once again, Ollie's with discounts. So whatever with the price plus the 10% off, because if you go to Ollie's enough, you get the damn card, you get the member rewards, and usually once a month or so they mail you out a discount. So I got something interesting. I'll be doing a review for next week. So let's get into Collectable Past coming soon. So we always have a bunch of toy bits and parts that we're still looking for. We got some of these Micronauts, Ultraman stuff sitting in here. Whether or not we find them all and we can piece them together to show them off. Hopefully that'll be coming soon. Coming soon also will be, go ahead and we will get this Wilma Deering from Buck Rogers put back together, cleaned up, and be able to present that one. Had that one in the collection for a while. Unfortunately, like most of these things, the bands break on these damn things. And of course, there's always a ton of these Transformers that I haven't yet reviewed yet. Eventually, we'll wind up getting to a few more of these. I will just randomly pick one out of one of these crates and, yeah, we'll do a review on that figure. And coming next week. This one, we don't normally pick these up a lot, but hey, for $9.99
at Ollie's plus a 10% discount that I get for being an Ollie's Reward member every single month. I got this guy well under $10, well under that $25 they were selling it for in stores. But there we go. We got the Grail Knight from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Looks like it may be a pretty interesting figure. So if you're looking for this guy and you got a local Ollie's, check that out. For that cheap price, I can't really say that you'd be going wrong on that one. So this one will be out of the box, reviewed for next week.
Damn it, Tommy. He belongs in a museum.
Oh my God. That's one of the ones I had on my list on Amazon forever, and he was like $31 and he would never drop. So I may go across town tomorrow and try to see if they have that there, because yeah, he's one of the ones I wanted. The only figures they've had of Indy here lately is I think they got Elsa in, but for the longest time it was the chick from the Dial of Destiny, and nobody bought her. But I will tell you, now I did buy a few of those when they first got them in. A couple of the Indy figures, they don't look as good as the pictures on the box. I mean, Short Round is pretty cool, even though I can't believe they try to sell that tiny figure for like $25. That's insane. But hopefully the one you just picked up looks great. I'm going to go out there tomorrow and see if I can find me one, because man, so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I know with the first wave of figures that first came out, I did get Indy because, well, you know, we have an Indy here and handles all the old school stuff. And when I took that one out, there was a few problems. It was the first one for Raiders. The very first one. That was actually not that bad look. I mean, there was a few things that looked a little wonky with the eyes and everything like that. But overall, the figure itself wasn't bad looking, and the movement on was pretty decent. So
see, we didn't get those. We only got the Temple of Doom line. So I got the one with this missing one of the sleeves from, you know, where he's on the bridge, and I got the one from Dial of Destiny. And neither one of those look exactly like the pictures on the
they got problems for sure, and the articulation is like it's shit compared to what we know Hasbro could do, because they went with this like the Star Wars way, where the big disc hinge swivel systems, like so single jointed elbows, but it's just giant disc. Like it really is irritating.
Short Round though, he's nice.
Well, that's good. Yeah, because I had a couple of them. Same deal. I was just like, I was so disappointed. It's like you have Indiana Jones and you screw this up. Like, oh. But by the way, Trina, I did send in the fun group there. I sent you a link for all 4 monsters.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the Toonie ones.
Did it say how much they were? Because once again, I can't remember.
Well, together it's $72. So they're a little under 20 each.
Oh, is that okay? These ones are different.
What do you mean they're different?
The ones that Tommy showed were a little more cartoony.
No, these are the same ones.
I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are the same ones.
Yeah. I'll blow it up.
Yeah,
these are the Toonie ones we were looking at.
And Soul Assassin says Tommy got the night because the coming Guinea crusade is upon us. God wills it.
That's right.
You are correct, sir. Yeah, those are the same ones. I think the difference is they're done in a darker light, so they don't look quite as bright as they did in the package.
Yeah.
These are just like the promo shots.
Where's the creature? Where's the Gill Man?
I'm sure he'll be wave 2 with the Bride, Invisible Man, Gill Man. Who's another one? Oh, Phantom of the Opera. That's what they'll probably do.
Yep.
Yeah, because I seen him in store. I almost got him, and then like there was something else I had gotten instead. So, you know, when you're on that budget, it's you can't just dive in.
Yeah.
But yeah. So at least they have the set of them though on Big Bad.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So that's pretty good. They're doing the Sesame Street as well like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, here's the Unabomber. Oh shit. It's Bert. Closeted Bert.
All right, I guess it's about that time, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we got one last order of business to take care of, and I think we all know what that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Golden Trina Award for the best review of the night.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give this one to you, Tommy, for the Cringer review.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Trina. We of the Guinea Pig Collective humbly accept this award. It is much deserving of Cringer. I think he would have appreciated it if he was still here, but thank you so much for that. I do appreciate that.
Yep.
Since I'm already up on the panel, I want to thank everybody that's been hanging out in chat. Everybody's watching. Everybody's going to watch on the replay. You could have chose to spend your time anywhere, but you chose to spend it here with us, and we hope that you have a good time because that's what it's all about, having some fun, talking about the franchise we love, and the plastic marvels that we get to hang on our walls or, unfortunately, like I do, stuff in the totes and look at them from time to time when I have the opportunity. Thank you so much for being here with us. But, of course, you know, it's not all about me. It's not all about the pigs. It's about this wonderful panel of hosts and awesome people that we always have up here with us. And we're going to start passing it around, and they're going to let you know what they got going on. So, yeah, let's pass it around, shall we? I'm going to give a special one to this guy. I normally take this one, but he gets it today. Woof, woof, my man.
And all day long, my foot up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
So I got nothing going on. I will be hopefully Saturday we'll be hanging out with Slasher watching a movie. I can't remember what we're supposed to be watching, you know, but yeah, and then with Vinnie, of course, tomorrow, and Sunday for Dexter with Vinnie as well. And yeah, right back here on Thursdays, you know, for Collectable Past, because tomorrow, guess what's coming tomorrow? Big bad toy store shipment that was supposed to be in today for this show. So hey, we're gonna have more fun McFarlanes from Tord, and only Tord knows.
Tord,
it's the tortoise. It's the toddest. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. There's some more stuff coming, and oh, good Lord help me, I'm gonna have to move the comics and move all the Legos and restake the McFarlanes because there's just too damn many of them. But yeah, it's always fun. Thank you again, Tommy, for the great Transformer, and a special thank you for the awesome Batmobile that I did not have, and I did buy the $20 one, and they had a $10 in blue Batman, so I spent $30 on that evil Amazon. Damn you, Tony! It's all your fault. And that's all I got, brother.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. Always appreciate it, buddy, man. All about having fun, and God knows that you're having more fun than ever now, it seems.
I try, man. I mean, I'm sending you guys, you saw the new gym. It's all set up, but I mean, it's not just set up for looking, it's actually set up for the working out. You know, everything's going good here with me, and I'm just happy to be here with my friends, showing off some toys that we all love, whether it's a new one, an old one. Just remember, we're here to show off some toys and have some fun, and Trina loves it when it's in the closet. You know, she loves to have a tortoise in the closet when it's got lots of toys hidden inside. Legos to McFarlane's to even some McFarlanes. But no, it's been a whole lot of fun as always, man. And again, thank you for putting in the extra effort with the commercials and all the other blasts from the past that you always share, Tommy. It always makes this even more fun, even when we are running 3 hours long, baby.
No, always a pleasure, man. Thanks, buddy. Let's go on home. We're going to kick it on over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think.
Hey, thanks for inviting me again. I'm sorry. I'm probably the guy that's making the show run 3 hours, but I truly appreciate it. I have a great time every time I'm up here. You can find me on YouTube or the Twitter, if you still call it the Twitter. That's Shiftygism. That's Shifty GISM. And usually on Friday nights, I have a wrestling show with my buddies, but we're taking a week off because next week is WrestleMania week. And we're going to be doing a big prediction show next Friday. So check us out next week on the Austinators YouTube channel for good old wrestling.
Awesome. Hey, Shifty, thanks for coming on again, showing off some of the awesome collectibles that you're finding as well, man. It's always fun to have somebody else come up and talk about some of the awesome finds that they've found.
Hey, thanks for having me. Like I said, I have a blast every time I'm up here.
Hey, like I said before, you're always welcome, man. It's always great to have somebody that's coming on and adding to the show and not detracting. And God knows there's a lot of bad people out there, man. I really do appreciate you coming on and stepping in and helping us out on the show, man. It's an absolute blast to have you on.
Yep. Thanks.
And now we're going to send it on over.
Hey, Prime, what do you think Megatron's gonna do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
All right, my favorite one. All right, well, yeah, this was a blast. It always is. I love this stream, and yeah, it was great hanging out with you guys. And all right, so on my channel, at Real Horror here on YouTube on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, Vinnie and I have been doing the Hannibal series, and we're in already the last season. And next Wednesday we'll be doing episodes 7 and 8. And yeah, halfway through already. Wow. And then of course on Tuesdays, Etep and I do Tuesday Night Terror Vision, which is simulcast on my channel as well. Other than that, I hang out with these guys. And yeah, thank you all in the chat for hanging out with us. And you guys are absolutely awesome, like keeping the conversation going and making us laugh. I love you guys so much. And you guys on the panel, it's always a blast with you guys. Yeah, hope everybody has a great night and great weekend and all that.
Thanks, Trina. And real quick, what's going on in the Lurch troll? I seen Lurch had popped in. We were in the middle of doing outros. I couldn't stop and say hi, but what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. He says he's good to hear, and everyone is doing all right. We're doing all right, about as well as could be expected under trying times. But thanks for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Thank you, Trina, and thank you for giving Cringer the award. I missed that guy. I missed him, Rorschach, Cliff Jumper, all of them.
Yeah,
it's just terrible stuff. But thank you again. I always appreciate this. And now we're going to send it on over to last but not least. Let's send it over to the original co-pilot of the show. A guy who takes over when I'm too broken. We all know about that. I'm sure most of us on this panel who takes over when I'm too broken to continue.
It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh no. We just triggered Lurch with these clips. But I know we got to rotate a lot of things. But yeah, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and always a blast. I'm gonna grab one of my previous old Golden Trina awards, and I'm gonna give it to Trina as well for that Vincent Price. That thing was epic. You know, Cringer definitely deserved what he got as well with the Trina award tonight. But yeah, you can have one of my old ones, Trina.
Oh,
we're gonna clean off the shelf. We're gonna get these all printed up for. No. But
You're
no,
awesome. Thank you.
This is always a blast. It really is. You know, it's stuff that we enjoy all the time. And yeah, I mean, we're collectors. You know, I'm an artist and a collector, so I really know what goes into all these figures on top of it. You know, and yeah, I want to blame Tord for making this over 3 hours tonight, because it's all the Tord figures that we've been reviewing like crazy. In fact, right before we go, here's another one. Look how awful this looks. Terrible.
Ooh.
Awful
What?
Green Lantern.
Oh God.
They repurposed Steel figure, took the cape off of him, and they didn't even make the hammer transparent green. So this whole figure, the purpose of it goes out the window in my eyes. But
Actually, you know what they could do? They could actually customize that to look like John Henry Irons from Superman Lois, because that looks almost like his suit from that show.
oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, this for me for Green Lantern, that's a fail. But just saying, like, Tord is the reason why. But don't worry, he's losing the license soon.
Yeah, it'll be Mattel next year.
Yeah, we got another year of this shit. But we're gonna collect the things that we enjoy as always. We're gonna review them as we want to, and all that great stuff. Tomorrow,
God damn it,
Tord
Nation. But tomorrow's gonna be the Friday Underground. We're gonna hit some crazy stuff. We'll hit a little bit more, I think, on the tariffs and some of that situation and what's going on. Alex Jones just did a crazy interview with Tucker Carlson, and they broke down a whole bunch of stuff, including what's actually Trump is gearing up for. So we'll break down some of that. And we'll hit some other random topics and things, whatever we feel like. It's Friday Underground, so we usually have fun with it. And then Saturday we should be hanging out over on Slasher's channel. We're going to be doing some Jackie Chan movies now. So the Drunken Master and Legend of the Drunken Master, we're going to be hitting those. It's going to be a blast. And then Sunday, we are we're doing the last 2 episodes of Dexter season 1. So that's going to be a blast. Can't wait. Again, all fantastic people on panel as always on all these streams, and it's just a ton of fun. You heard Trina. You'll catch me over there. We're doing the reviews on Hannibal as well on the Wednesdays. Always a blast, guys, girls. Thank you so much. Everyone have an awesome night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Everybody have a good one. We'll catch you after the next time we waste a bunch of money. Later.
You better run, Mojito. You what? I thought you said don't move. That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.